You are now watching Digital Online Showcase.
AKA Nikki Sworn. I got my whole crew with me tonight, and we are so excited to get into it. DJ Different, what's up?
Oh, you know me, we just here to represent the drop 1047, taking it all to a whole nother level. I got my man Unique ready to talk crazy to him.
Yeah, what's at it, people? It's the People Section for R&B and Hip Hop, and we about to give y'all a little something funky real quick.
Tell them about the Young Gunners. Tell them about the Young Gunners.
Oh, they about to spit some bars. They gonna spit some bars. Mel Mizo, you gonna get on the mic?
I'll get on the mic. I like the way it's looking. I don't want to be behind the. There we go. Excuse me. Here we go. All right. Shout out DJ SQUIZZY TAYLOR. Shout out KTONE. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bourbon Heights, my guy. Bang Culture. You feel me? We gonna kick it like this. I think I got one on tuck. Check it out. Look, okay, you make music cause you be Instagram capping. They listen to my music for their Instagram captions. We are not the same in any way, shape, or fashion. You just gassed up. Me, I really be gassing. Yelling out my bellow with my foot all on the pedal. Stay in your lane or I'm going twisted metal. Straight out the ghetto, youngins get off on you to get on. They do it for fame, thinking that's what they get respect for. But I was special, I came out successful. Prayed for the best and then I busted through the threshold. I'm out the dirt like a motherfucking vegetable. Now I'm on ball like a motherfucking testicle. All money in, Nipsey said invested all. Pockets fat, it's like you eat too much, homie, cholesterol. Money talks, I be sitting in the lecture hall. These fools talking too much like Lester Holt. We something different from them, more or less. How they take away neighborhood nip, they more or less. Now they think that it's cool to snitch and go confess. Police ask me about my clique, knowing less. The more you know equals knowing less. If you know a thing about mailman, you know we blessed. And you know we work well under stress. Bellside, Crown Block, the drop, I confess. Let me get it one time.
Hold on, Bella Scratch. We got more for you. We got Bella Scratch up in here.
Bella Scratch.
Yo, all right.
Hey.
I got bars. I got bars. All right. Yo,
versatility, a strong suit. I uproot those who pollute and unequivocally giving the logic. The bridge between liberal and conservative gaps. The reminder when you bust guns, plan to play taps. Raps that make hands clap over smooth and satin beats. I take time out to introduce you to me. My cadence radiating steadily as a pulse. Coast to coast, you get a dose of this hostess with the most. No confusion with these other rap chicks. Been known to turn a few tricks, more so to flawlessly spit. My past never fully catching up to the present. I'm your resident, know it all, cause I came and I saw a wedding life crushing. Still, I'm known to stand tall, and those I keep close to tell you that I ball till I fall without fail. You fam mo? I'm coming with bail, and if I got to, I will bring you all to hell.
Light a fire emoji.
Hold on. They trying to show out on us. I got the legendary DJ KTONE. We represent D.O.S. The drop not about to show out on us tonight. Toner! Toner!
Well, I ain't got nothing ready, but I'ma just freestyle something.
Talk greasy to him, Tony.
Hey, shout out to Mailman. Shout out to Bella. Shout out Unique. Shout out whoever. Shout out Different. Shout out Nikki. But hold on, get me. Listen, I'm a G though.
Yes.
I'm here with all my people. This the D.O.S show.
Yeah.
We do this every week in the rain or the snow.
Oh.
It don't really matter what it is. This my family. This family big. We got the show going on.
Sweet.
We got more going on.
For real.
SQUIZZY TAYLOR in the building. Gold Boys is in the building. We chilling. GBL Studios. You already knowing how we doing those. We got the R Network. I got your girl. I got her purse. You know we shopping. Every pair of shoe I want, I'm copping. Unique, he dropping. Different. Is you from Compton? Oh, he from the town. But it's all good. You know it's going down. 12 o'clock, you can catch America Jones. Well, no. Is that what time you come on?
No, 10 o'clock.
Oh, you come on at about 10. But it's all good because you still my friend. And then we got Mailman. Oh, no. Then we got Unique. It's all good. You should have heard me on there. I killed it. That was about 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna flow. But we gonna go. I'm with the drop.
Yes, sir.
But we're going to start the show. Hit the video. You feel me? Go.
So I gotta be A1, you feel me? And that Ziploc bag, yeah. And that's it. I know Josh sleep, but fuck it. Hey, I told my mama that my ex was pregnant. She said some lessons come with blessings. I put them first, even when they all be second guessing. Do that make me third? Bitch, answer the question. I never had a deep thought while I had an erection. So if you say your shit deep, I ain't wanna contest it. Life's a game, my confession, I'm just a contestant. Do I put in some effort? I grab the F of my mask on me like Zorro. But if Magnum made my mask, I probably would never wear those. I'm raw than all my pornos and sober be like, nah, shrooms, I be for sure though. Was going balls to the wall, her walls think I'm immortal. I opened up all the portals, waiting for Josh. But when he meet Ty and Sky, he gon' see that it's more than a rhyme. He gon' see love and more than just me and his moms, it's in his design. Yeah.
Mushroom stems in a Ziploc bag. A whole lot of cash in a Ziploc bag. Fresh like I stepped out a Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. I done fell in love with a Ziploc bag. The corner store ran out of Ziploc bags. I can't end up in a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag.
Jumped off the porch with $1 in a dream. A lot of problems, we the product of the East. They could be doctors, but they caught up in the streets. See, where I'm from, you don't got a father, that's not unique. Strong enough to know that it's really not for the weak. Smart enough to know that you stupid if you don't leave. Grind enough to know being broke was never for me. Now I'm in positions you only hope you could be. Made a bunch of money from this Ziploc bag. Y'all didn't see it coming like I'm in tall grass. Remember everything that I did, y'all asked. And if you ever play with mine, nigga, that's y'all ass, it's on me.
Mushroom stems in a Ziploc bag. A whole lot of cash in a Ziploc bag. Fresh like I stepped out a Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. I done fell in love with a Ziploc bag. The corner store ran out of Ziploc bags. I can't end up in a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag. Hey, look. I was broke as a joke, jigging and pushing this dope. Ric Flair with the whoop, we came up off salt, nigga. Yeah. 40 ounces of hope, nigga. We was robbing the poor and we sold dope to them old niggas. Out the Ziploc bag, had to tuck it under my nuts when the police passed. Big pepper in the bush, cause the shit's all bad. Nigga pull up on the block and try to bust that ass. Look, there right, Ziploc, Flintstone, hairstone, diamonds in my wristwatch, she sucking on my neck bone. I'ma get it till I'm dead and gone. This TTG, little nigga, yeah, I'm trained to go. See, money is my last name. First name, get it, tell the bitch to bring the champagne. One thing I know is that I love the game. Two things for certain, cause it come with pain. Mushroom stems in a Ziploc bag. A whole lot of cash in a Ziploc bag. Fresh like I stepped out a Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. A Ziploc bag. I done fell in love with a Ziploc bag. The corner store ran out of Ziploc bags. I can't end up in a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag.
Entertainment.
Yeah. The D.O.S. We are back. Welcome.
Yeah.
I am SQUIZZY TAYLOR with the legendary, the logo, the man who needs a statue himself, DJ KTONE.
Yeah, feel that's a great intro.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I miss you, my brother.
I miss you too, brother.
He did your thing on your birthday, Bash. I had to give you a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Congratulations. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good. You know.
You alive? You living?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you celebrating life?
I am.
Absolutely.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, no, that's.
You know what I've been trying to do more?
Throw it back to me. Yeah.
For you?
Yeah, what you
I've been trying to smile in all my pictures. Man.
Yeah, it's so important, man.
Yeah.
It's so important. If you got a memory, that's memories. So when I look back, I don't be like, damn, I wasn't even having fun. Look, I look all sad.
Yeah.
We was having a great time.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important. But yeah, D.O.S. we back, episode whatever we think it is. 8. Episode episode 8.
8.
Season 3, episode 8.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful show ahead of us. We have some legendary people in the building.
Yeah, definitely do.
They putting their foot on the city's necks right now.
Before we get to them, we got to shout out our sponsors.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Big shout out to the Gold Boys.
Yes.
Give them the address.
5535 West Colfax.
Yeah.
Please go over there. They got the best CBD products. They got the hemp stuff. They got a studio, the Gold Lab. They got dope clothes. Everything you need over there. Please go rock with them. They good people. And they got dope products.
Big shout out to GBL's headquarters, not studios. GBL headquarters. You can go over there. You get some studio time. You can get a photo shoot. You can get a tattoo. You can get some merch. If you need some merch, they'll print the merch up for you. They can do everything right there at GBL headquarters.
Located.
Get Busy Living headquarters located in the 5 Points Plaza.
Yeah.
Down there on 25th and Welton Street.
Yes, indeed.
Get with them.
Shout out to our network for making all of this possible and giving us a platform and giving us a voice to be heard and be able to communicate with people like you. If you can hear my voice, it's because our network gave us a wonderful platform.
Definitely.
Please follow them, like them, check out their other shows. There's a lot of amazing shows they have on their platform. Support all of those.
Definitely. And our guest today,
I think I got some sound. Oh, no.
we have none other than they've been killing. They then took over the town. Well, all of them been doing something in the town, first of all, on their own. But they killing the town. They've been killing the town, man. They showing love to the city.
Yeah.
They've been holding it down on the airwaves.
Yes.
And we're going to meet everybody tonight. We're going to talk, man. We got some dialogue. Give it up for the Drop radio station. So let's do this real quick. Let's start from the left.
Yeah.
Everybody introduce yourselves real quick. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you do at the station. And then we're going to get to the music. Start with Bella.
All right, let me get up in this frame then. I'm DJ Bella Scratch.
For sure.
You in the frame.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, you
Loaded it up. I'm like, hold on, it's my face. Can you see me though? Okay. It's DJ Bella Scratch. I'm the hostess of Powerful Movement Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to midnight. And also Bella So Fresh, playing on Sundays at 7 p.m. So if you like those, soulful vibes, that's me, boo. That's me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Killing it too. I be listening too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep going.
Yo, it's your guy Mailman, host of the Midnight Snack, midnight to 3 a.m. You can catch me on the weekends as well, noon to 3 p.m. I do music, and I'm also a production coordinator for RNPM.
12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
That's what I said. 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's the weekend. The weekend, noon to 3 p.m.
Oh, you want the weekend? You want the weekend?
The weekend be lit. The weekend be lit. Shout out to everybody that be tapped in and showing love on the text line on the weekends. We kicking it off the right way on the drop. That's me. That's what I do.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all know I am America Jones, aka Nikki Swarn.
I know.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the People Station for R&B and Hip Hop 104.7 The Drop. I'm also the general manager for the station, program director for the station, and I take out the trash.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
queen.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Listen to the queen, all right?
I'm
Do it all.
And I take out the trash. I'm saying that from now on. I like that. Unique. Tell me something.
I've been running around in this radio world for about 9-10 years. So you guys probably heard me before. Now we're running over here at the Drop. Y'all can catch me Monday through Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. I got the kickback. I'm also the program assistant, so I'm helping this queen right here.
Queen with an A.
We gotta say your title right though. You be
assistant program director. Okay, there you go.
Say it with your chest.
Own it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You be bossing us around too.
Yeah, we running things right now.
That's true.
We running things.
And that 5 o'clock traffic jam is fire.
Best 5 o'clock traffic jam in the city, man. If y'all want to tune into something dope, y'all want to see some dope DJs, man, y'all got to tap into that 5 o'clock traffic jam. And also, man, if y'all know some dope DJs, man, send them my way. But they got to be dope, though. Don't just be sending me somebody that's...
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Slow down.
Hey, you told me to tell you about myself. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about myself real quick. That's a little introduction right there.
D.I.
DJ Different, aka Mr. On the list.
Bitch. D-I-F-R-E-N-T.
Spell it right.
This is not on the radio. It's on the real
I can cuss on
Yeah.
All right. I'm on Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. It's the Wake Up Show, your morning show, the best one in the city. We got an 8 o'clock
mixed block where we turn up non-stop and commercial free. And you know, I'm taking
How you going to commercials?
No commercial, my brain.
Hey, buddy.
So, we do that, and then if you want to take your ways to the islands, 7 to 9 on Saturday evening, I'll take you to the islands. It's the reggae remix. We play everything from Afro beats to reggaeton to Caribbean to reggae. That's what goes on. We just take you international. And I'm also the music director over at The Drop, which means I go through a lot of records and I hear a lot of records.
That's a great what's that called?
Segue. Transition.
See, look, I got young people, they know. So that's a great segue.
Oh, see, I don't ever push it after me. Okay, look.
You got to.
Okay, look. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick.
Tell them about the guideline.
So on Sundays, from 2 p.m. to 6, it's Afternoon Delight, and we play only the best and soul music and this music that your mama used to clean the house with on Sundays.
Smell like incense.
Yes, so that's what goes down on this Afternoon Delight, you know, and you know, 2 to 6. 2 to 6 p.m.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Well, we welcome the Drop to the D.O.S. Me and KTONE started the D.O.S. to give artists a platform to, you know, get their music heard and get some feedback. Because you can keep just making music, but if nobody's telling you if you're doing something good, if you're doing something wrong, you might just be going in the wrong direction. You feel what I'm saying? So we always, as far as we always start with the music because the music is most important. That's what brought us all here. That's why we all sitting right here is because of the music. So if y'all do not mind, we would love for y'all to help us review these records and give your honest feedback and opinion about a couple songs that have been submitted to us. And just let us know what y'all think about it. Y'all down for that?
Let's do it.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Bring the heat.
If you are watching the show and you're an artist and you would like your music played on the Digital Online Showcase, shoot us an email at digitalonlineshowcase@gmail.com along with a $10 cash app to @SQUIZZY TAYLOR. And if you want your video played like the awesome video we just watched with Trev Rich, Eastside Jewy, A Meezy, produced by Mike Coates. That one was called Ziploc Bag. If you want your video played, something like that, shoot us $20 and we'll make it happen as well. You did. So, with no further ado, let's get it started. Up first, this record is called Politics by Rejo. Rejo Politics, live on the D.O.S.
They know I'm thuggin', hood bitches love it. Real nigga, smoking on the dough, they out in public. New charge, fuck it. Court date, duck it. Getting to that money, jugging dope out of bucket. Keep that pole on me, the laws can't hold me. Trap star, I'm handling the streets like they owe me. They see a nigga shining, I'm maxed out on the globe. Hit the road, going slow, touchdown and let them go. It's time to show out. The people already know I'm on go now. Solidified, smoking number loud without my hoes now. Ain't shit changed, I'm still that nigga out the project. Still focused on tip bands, trying to decide what I'ma buy next. Bravo set me down, taught me how to rip it out the Pyrex. Southside trench, baby, I'm hanging out the tape deck. Front a nigga dope, we collect his whole paycheck. Then turn around and front his ass again and holler who next. Got it booming up in things, I'm going hard till they call in on me. Gotta play it smart, gotta move around, I got that thing going. Me and Corn, got it out the mud with no handbags. Ran it up, tall as a bitch, then I cash out. Got a bag in your dog phone, you posting up your man's house. You fuck with that, you fuck with me, and bitch, I'm a spaz out. Smart, but I crash out to show you what this cash bout. Flash out and leave with more heads than a crack house. They know I'm thuggin', hood bitches love it. Real nigga, smoking on that dough, they out in public. New charge, fuck it. Court date, duck it. Getting to that money, jugging dope out of bucket. Keep that pole on me, the laws can't hold me. Trap star, I'm handling the streets like they owe me. They see a nigga shining, I'm maxed out on the globe. Hit the road, going slow, touchdown and let them go. Ride through Denver streets with that heat like it came with the car, man. Sold my first rock on Lock Street, shout out Coke. Real seal popper. I don't sip unless it's raw, man. Co-defended your partner. Shit, you playing the raw game. My been gone. City lights starting to feel like home. When I get where I'm going, I'm smoking dope on the throne. $1,000 phone. I still serving nigga ready. Turn my scale off and hit the yo. Bitch, I'm ready. Going further than I ever went. I'm running out of map. Them labels know my name now. They treat me like I'm crack. You heard me? Praying that the Lord give me juice for all slack. Cause I ain't doing this for myself. I got my section on my back. I'm smoking on the strong. I'm breaking down dumbbells. Sell salt to the slugs. Still ain't touched it. I can't sell. We gon' take you fields with no money. You like junk mail. Buy all the nigga dope. Wait on the draw to bust a resale. They know I'm thuggin'. Hood bitches love it. Real nigga. Smoking on that dough. They out in public. New charge, fuck it. Court date, duck it. Getting to that money. Jugging dope by the bucket.
Red Joe, that song is called Politics.
Oh, Red Joe.
Red Joe.
Official drug dealer.
R-E-G-G-O.
Red Joe.
He's officially moving weight in the city.
Red Joe. Reeling through it.
Let me start with Bella. What you think?
I think that it's very important to invest in your craft if you want to be taken seriously. And it's very important to go to reputable studios with reputable engineers, sound engineers, because you can find dope production, but if you record it sloppy in somebody's basement, or if the sound quality isn't above board, even if your lyrics are dope, even if the beat is dope, you only have a few seconds to give somebody's opinion of you, and you want it to be the best opinion possible, so always put your best foot forward.
There you go, girl. There you go.
Yeah.
That was a very good political answer.
New case, fuck it. What do you say? I'm not going to court and fuck this ticket. So,
Make music for the streets.
hey, this is, I
Pay your
believe
tickets, people.
I believe in the best street. This is definitely street music. I don't know if I'm supposed to be rating it. It's not quality street music. It is definitely street music though. So if it's about rating it, he's talking dope. We got that. We know he's not going to court.
Yeah.
And we know he don't give a fuck about this charge. It do got some bounce, so I won't totally hate on it. Do got some bounce to it. It's just, I mean, like I said, he's definitely moving weight. I know what he's doing. He's telling me, if you wanted me to know you was moving this product,
yeah,
we got the point.
We know to
I'ma holler at you.
Red Joe.
Somebody gonna call you. Man, you know, it's crazy. I like the song wasn't that bad. You know, it definitely was a street song. Everybody right now is trying to get their music on the radio. That's not a radio song right there. That song wouldn't make it to the radio just because of the content. Even if you try to edit it out or whatever, it still might not make the radio because of the content. So you gotta watch the content you bring. And I'm not just saying you gotta make clean music. In the intro, it took me forever just to get to the song. You know, I probably would have left already. You know what I mean? Personally. So you know, it wasn't a bad song. You know, it just need a little help.
Nikki told us last time you got 7 seconds.
Yeah.
You gotta earn your intro.
Next.
You gotta earn
Now, if we like the song, if we end up liking the song, then give us the intro record so that way we can talk over it. But yeah, don't make a song like that with that long intro.
Okay, Nikki, you wanna add something?
I was expecting there to be a transition. Like the song never transitioned. It was the same beat. And you never got a breakdown or a transition. And I also thought at one point I was like, how long is this song? Because there wasn't enough catchy of a hook for me to sit and want to hum it to myself and walk around and be like, oh, I remember it. I'm good with street music. I'm cool with it. I like it. It's cool. But definitely not radio friendly, which is fine. Not everything has to be radio friendly. You might want to be trying to get your stuff in you know, on a mixtape or be working with a music supervisor and place it in a film or something like that. Not everything needs to be radio ready. But this was just not. You're competing with majors in addition to your fellow independent artists in the state. So when you put your music up against that, you really need to hear that quality, and it should be polished and ready to go out the gate. And again, I was like waiting for the breakdown, like when they gonna flip it, when is it gonna get something different?
I feel that.
Okay, Mailman, you want to add something, or they hit on everything?
Yeah, I mean they did. They hit on everything. The quality, you know what I mean. The intro was very long. I was definitely gonna say that. One thing that I listen for, obviously, you know, I'm on the lyrics. So I'm listening to your lyrics and I'm listening to some of your tracks and stuff. And it just seemed like his ad libs was clashing with his lead take. And that's just, you know, it makes it hard to really hear what you're trying to say. It doesn't give your punchlines them hits, because it's like I'm listening to your ad libs on top of your lyrics. Like,
You know
I
what
want to
he
hear
should
that.
do? I got some advice for him.
Oh.
He should go to
Talk to him.
GBL headquarters.
Talk to him.
Get recorded by GBL headquarters.
Hey.
Make sure you tell them that Squizzy Taylor and DJ KTONE sent you, and they give you a nice little deal over there. Shout out to Red Joe.
Shout out to Red Joe.
Reggie.
Politicking. Up next. Up next, we're going to keep it rolling because we got a few. This song is called Pull Up. Mr. DG and BB Bonilla. That's Bonilla?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonilla. Mr. DG and BB Bonilla. This record is called Pull Up, live on the
Is it Bonilla
D.O.S.
or Mania?
Quickly set the location for penetration. I know it's risky, fuck this probation. Don't trip in expectation, got these ties rotation. I'm on my way. 85 down to 30, making great time. Even if I'm late, she know this gets right on time. I park the whip, I grab my shit, I text, I'm outside. So girl, so loud, don't tell that bitch that pussy in my ass. You trying to be a tease, huh? Get real, please. What you feel? You scream out no deeper, but I go deeper. That's deeper. Like Dicky Mac, like strokes for grown folks. Bumping nasty jams, deep. First thing first, sip of smoke. Sloppy top, big and smoke. Hurricane for some more. Shit's weatherman could smoke. Shit up, right coat. I think that pussy gone. We gon' play around like anybody move. Legs in the air, let me see you touch it smooth. We gon' fuck around and end up fucking some more. Come here and come with me, no one will ever know. Pull out and pull out.
Daddy been waiting on you all day. I moved down 2 blocks like a pawn play. Now you tryna bust it down like a block, babe. No, I've been waiting all day for you to come play. You say you like it when I top you off. You pick me up and drop me off. I'm a hard rock, but you take your time to get me off. Make you a boss. And I like how you go down. It tastes like water. Let me quench your thirst and drown. And I wanna bring another bitch. It's nothing, babe. You know I'm down with. And you can tell the nosy neighbors mind they damn business. Peeking, nigga geeking, pussy popping, nigga leaving leaking. Yeah, you my freaking, I'ma be your little brother. Putting in that work to bust a nut and trying to shit up in them guts. Finger my butt, nigga nuts. Tell me, baby, couple pussy crush. Remember what you, I'ma need a crutch. Big rack, cocked up, rocked up. Keep fucking, I'ma get knocked up. 24 hours, you ain't popped up. Wanna beat it up and get socked up. This pussy juice talking popped up. Nigga, what's up? Tryna bust up. So pull up, play around like anybody move. Legs in the air, let me see you touch it smooth. So we gon' fuck around and end up fucking some more. Come here and come with me, no one will ever know. Pull out and pull out.
Pull Up. That record is called Pull Up. Mr. DG and BB Bonilla. BB Monella.
Monella.
Monilla.
Give me a Modella.
B, man.
Bonilla.
Oh, shit.
Mr. DG. The song's called Pull Up. Mailman, what you think about that record?
Raunchy indeed. I thought it was dope. I feel like definitely not a radio. It's gonna take a lot to get that, edited to be on the radio. But Lyric-wise, Shawty saved the song. I thought she hopped on there and bodied it.
Yep.
She sounded really good. You know, I had the stank face. I threw her whole verse. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So she gassed that. I wasn't necessarily feeling the backgrounds, the R&B addition to the backgrounds. That wasn't my favorite part. But yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm more on the lyrics, like I said, and I think she really killed it. She held her own, and she saved the song.
Unique, what you think?
Man, I don't care what they saying. That's gonna be my 420 joint of the day on Monday. No, I'm just playing. Let me talk. Let me finish what I got to say. I like the record, man.
That boy cold.
It was a down south record. You know what I'm saying? I'm Southern, so I like the record personally. You know what I mean? They said she saved the day. He was grooving too. You know what I mean? I like the whole record. It has some bounce to it. You know what I mean? Some of the structure might need to be, moved around a little bit, but the singing, I'm not quite sure with that. But the rest of the song, slapping. I need that record.
I know that's right. Bella, what you think?
I'm going to say the same thing on the audio quality and engineering, but I got to give a shout out and salute to my girl, BB girl. You came with it. I love the tongue twisting and the male rapper. Like, I enjoyed his voice and the tone quality in his voice, and I think it would shine more with proper studio mixing, Mm-hmm. For me, it put me in the mind of like a 2021, tongue twisting version of like Romeo and Juliet. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. It had that kind of flavor to it. Okay. And like Mailman said, BB came in and killed it. And I think part of the reason why her verse shined as much as it did was the structure of the beat and the song. Mm-hmm. The beat mellowed out. When he was rapping, it sounded like to the ladies, but that beat was not a ladies beat. Like, we're not going to listen to that in the club and be wanting to whine to it. That sound like a killer beat, like you wrote a song for the ladies, but only the niggas want to listen to it, kind of thing. So the beat structure needs to be adjusted a little bit, but it got some work, and that's okay because you got the good bones there, the good structure for that.
Okay, Nikki.
It is lady season as an MC.
Facts.
It is your season. You came in and I had to clutch my pearls. I felt like that was the strongest part of the song. But I like Bruh's voice. Like, there's something to be said there. We were all sitting around thinking, like, is this Juloc's cousin or something?
Know what I'm saying?
So there's structure and like there's meat there. It just needs definition. Mm-hmm. I would also say amping up the overall song, like the beat and the sound of everything will be better. And be careful who you pick to sing, because the wrong singing parts stand out.
D.I., what you think?
Squad got it. Smooth in that
You
track.
said everything? Oh, bro. That's another day.
Can I comment?
Come on, keep going. Okay, up next. Shout out to Mr. DGB and BB. That song is called Pull Up. If you like it, listen, if you're watching, let me make sure if you hear something you like, please go support that artist. Go follow them, go share their music, go listen to their music, rock with them if you do like their music. Also, give us your feedback. Your feedback is important. We have our opinion, but the most important opinion is y'all's, because y'all the ones that have to listen to the music and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So please give your feedback as well. Up next, we are going to go to our first video. This is Bob Doe, and he wants you to know who is Bob Doe. So we're going to go to this video right now, live on the D.O.S.
Who the fuck is Bob Doe? Really what the nigga name is, I don't know. Heard he getting bags on the low. Heard he from the east side, heard he got hoes. Had to check my bitch cause she called the nigga bro. In the comments on one this nigga stupid ass post. Way too nice, the bitch do the most. Wanna block the nigga but I gotta keep him close, no cap. Heard the nigga rap and it smacks, but I ain't fucking with it, give a fuck, shit is whack. Heard the nigga hoop, tell him stick to that. Stay the fuck about the booth, I don't wanna hear his little simple ass raps. Who the fuck is Bob Doe? Where he from? Where he at? He from here? See, I don't like him cause of that. Wish the nigga disappeared cause I can't see him where he at. Where the fuck he come from? How he come up like that? Who the fuck is Bob Doe?
Real name, no games, just a nigga from the coast. C.O. Yeah, Denver nigga Mac and getting dough. Yeah, Who is Bob Doe? You know. 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 Who the fuck is Bob Doe? Just the east side nigga, no cap. So all of my east side niggas, where you at? Bob Doe, get dough, that's a pun in itself. You can never play me, you can only play yourself. Real life, I love to hate, keep it coming. Lately I've been doing all the shit they said I couldn't. Swear I came up when they said a nigga wouldn't. Niggas quick to hate and underrate the work you put in, fuck that. Bob Doe, grew up in the trap, made it out of that, turned into a dad. Made a couple dollars that I turned into a stack. Always kept it real, now I put it in my raps. Bob Doe, who the fuck is that? I don't like to brag, but I'm the realest nigga you ever met. Why you mad? You can't get it how I have. Your bitch is mad, I can't be your baby's dad. Damn. Who the fuck is Bob Doe? Real name, no games, just a nigga from the coast. C.O. Damn. Denver nigga mackin' getting dough. Damn. Who is Bob Doe? You know. 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 Who the fuck is Bob Doe?
Letting you know who is Bob Doe. Bob Doe. We know who you are now, Bob Doe. What the hell is going on?
Are we quite
We just know the name.
Just because you know his name don't mean you know.
Yeah, he said something about your bitch. He's basically somebody know who the hell Bob Doe.
He had a dope line, man, that I thought I liked. He said, it was just he was real. He was like, I don't like this, I don't like that. Oh, is he from the town? I don't like him because of that. I felt that. I thought that was a good bar.
Yeah.
I was talking to my colleagues. We also agreed it sounded a little dated, a little bit, little dated. It kind of gave me 2004, 2000 early 1000 vibes, even with the video, like with the alien and like the flashing lights and like the, it kind of gave, it was a little nostalgic, but overall, it was a cool sounding song. It was a cool sounding song.
Nikki.
I always think that everybody is brave to submit their music because you could get slayed out here.
Facts.
And so you have to be brave because we're gonna hand it to you. I actually like the visuals. I liked that part, but again, I look at tempo, and I'm wearing my program director's hat and thinking about, could I play this on? The only thing that made it worthy like that was the fact that he was repetitive in the hook. And the hook was super repetitive. And it's one thing to do a throwback in hip hop, because that's what everything is in the cycle, right? It's all gonna come back to us. But if you're gonna do that sound and you're gonna have that movement to it, you have to do it really good. Because it'll always be compared to, because when I was watching the video, I kept thinking about, like, didn't Eminem do a video like this? Wasn't that Dre and them? Well, then they do something that kind of visual. Yeah. Like and so I was like going back to that, and I was like, oh, I really like that song. I should play that on Monday. Like, so I wasn't connected because it was like that was the standard. So if you're gonna take that risk and come back and try to reinvent, you have to do it really good. Otherwise, it's just a mediocre record.
Yeah, that's it.
Video.
Very risky. Unique, you want to add something?
Not really. It's a mediocre record. It just wasn't for me. That record wasn't for me at all.
No doubt. Bella, you want to add anything?
I think for me, it was like the turnoff at the beginning was that it was almost like chopped and screwed, but not.
Okay.
You don't like chopped and screwed?
I love chopped and screwed music, but it's an unnecessary effect. So something that I had to learn doing production, and I know music and radio is a bit different, but the same thing applies when you're doing vocals, is when to lace an effect on something. It's not always needed. You have a very dope voice. The second verse you came in with your regular voice. You have a great voice, man. Use it. You don't have to do any theatrics when it comes to that. Like, just, and if that's what you want to do because you want to be creative, cool. But just know that sometimes it just be too much, sometimes less is more. Exactly. Facts. But, keep submitting your art. And I just wanted to say real quick, for everybody that submitted their music today, everybody that submits their music to the drop, just because somebody doesn't like one of your songs don't mean they won't like the next one. So just keep pumping. Try not to take it to heart. Try not to be down on yourself, when you don't get the feedback that you like, because I'm an artist, Unique's an artist, Mailman's an artist. We're all MCs in here. And I know how hurtful it could be. Like, I know you're not judging my stuff, but...
Sensitive about my shit.
Sensitive, but just keep your head high and use it to polish yourself for the next one. Take these opinions to heart, because we're radio. So we're the best ones to be able to help you, navigate that particular lane so that you can be exposed to more people at one time.
Okay. Ready, give them some jewels. We're gonna talk about that later, but go out there. Okay, up next. Flawless Money. This record is called Casino. Flawless Money. Casino.
Real niggas don't speculate.
I see talk around the east side.
It's up to you to get your conscience straight. I never gave up. If you ever wonder why a young nigga paid up, I had to stay up late nights on the block trying to get my cake up. And I know they hate us. Fuck the law, fuck them all. We won't let them take us. Yeah, you grind, but your levels ain't up. Better slide if it's up. Grind with your day one. I never gave up. If you ever wonder why a young nigga paid up, I had to stay up late nights on the block trying to get my cake up. And I know they hate us. Fuck the law, fuck them all. We won't let them take us. Yeah, you grind, but your levels ain't up. Better slide if it's up. Grind with your day one. Fuck the DA and the judge. They never show a nigga love. Coming from where I'm from, either die or go to jail. Rather buy with my son. When I shoot, better run. I'm tied in with the blood. So the price goes up. Had to get it out the mud. Back then was only gotta take it how it come. Some niggas get stuck. We ain't get it off the lug. Had to push it out the trunk. Keep the top in the trunk. Cause the streets don't love. When it's time to show up, I don't know who I can trust. He's so fed up, way too much fake love. I never gave up. If you ever wonder why a young nigga paid up, I had to stay up late nights on the block trying to get my cake up. And I know they hate us. Fuck the law, fuck them all. We won't let them take us. Yeah, you grind, but your levels ain't up. Better slide if it's up. Grind with your day one. I never gave up. If you ever wonder why a young nigga paid up, I had to stay up late nights on the block trying to get my cake up. And I know they hate us. Fuck the law, fuck them all. We won't let them take us. Yeah, you grind, but your levels ain't up. Better slide if it's up. Grind with your day one.
Flawless Money. That record is called Casino. DJ Bella Scratch. What you think about that?
How long is that song?
2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Okay. I like the beat at the beginning. I like the transition a lot. I like the gate of his flow, and the tone in his voice was dope. The east side throw in ad lib was kind of made the beat sound muddy a bit where it was put. I understand why you put it there. I would maybe put it someplace else just to give it a little bit more room to breathe. But overall, I thought it was a cool record. I don't know necessarily for radio or the club, but a mixtape maybe. Stay grinding, honey.
Stay grinding.
Stay grinding, honey.
I like that song. It was I like the way that he was flowing on it. Definitely reminded you of some East Coast rapping. To me, it was a good song to ride to, Might not be a radio song, club song, but it is definitely a good song that you can just cruise down the streets and, bump that song right there. So I'm giving that with a plus.
Okay, Nikki?
I would say I like his flow, but it harkens. You definitely can hear the influence of a Jay-Z, and even to some extent a Midas, because that's got that same cadence and gait. The other thing I would say is I liked the jazz portion of the record. That's what made it kind of stand out to me. And when that bass came in, that beat drop, that was cool. I would amplify the jazz portion. I would just go and I would isolate each individual instrument on that, track each one out, and blow it up and make it more full. It was a really flatline record, so that means that there wasn't a lot of body to it. So if you listen to it in a car and you were expecting to be enveloped by the entire sound, you probably wouldn't get that. And we're listening to it in an interesting environment, but if I can hear it flatline here, flat, and it's not enveloping us, then you know you have not done your production work in that sense. Isolate your instruments, isolate all of those, even if it's the sample. Isolate the sample, stack it in order to get that amplified sound.
No, man. Did they hit everything? You want to add something?
Man, I'm a lyricist, man. Flawless Money can rap. Bro can rap, you know, and I think he did that. Like I know where he was going with that song. You know, it's not necessarily about the production. It's about you finna sit there, listen, and get these bars. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he did it. I mean, they said it all. The flow was dope. Confidence was dope. He had the arrogance of a nigga about to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? I could hear that. He definitely talked his shit. It's boom pap rap. You know what I mean? It's back to basics. You know what I'm saying? That's freestyle. We could do that on a table, and you know it's all about you. Kick your shit, and he did that. So I thought that was dope. Nice. I appreciate that.
Shout out Flawless Money. He got some fire emojis in the comments. Shout out
boy, Body. He
Flawless
got in his
Money.
bag. He got in
that
his
record
bag.
is called Casino. All right, let's keep it lit. Up next, Mid Official. This record is called Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. Mid Official, Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri.
It's mid. To give the game, you gotta first get the game. And to show the game, you gotta first know the game.
I spend a little skill just to see what she about. She don't act right for no meal. She won't act right for no house. She don't act right for no flowers. She won't act right for no ring. So Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. That means money ain't a thing. Yeah. Covering these fees and some other shit. So please don't be on this other shit. Gotta get the north and you confident. And you run around like the motherless. But try to fuck chill with another kid. I done been there before, so I know the biz. You can stand chills cause you love the kid. And she'll go sit on another dick. And then go laugh with her friends. So now you mad cause you don't let the wind blow. You ain't bad that you wanna pull a kid though. Never night make a stab and her shit slow. Gotta be careful what you spin, bro. They doing the game like Nintendo. Now you gotta ball cause the end's low. Should've just been a bit from the get-go. That's a life lesson, but to learn from it. That's a life lesson, but to learn from it. Chicks out here trying to earn something. To get across the bridge, they gon' burn something. That's why you can't be no sucker, man. I'm run around, poppin' rubber band. And once you get done, spin a rubber band. Spin a band, take a trip with another man. The little skrill, just to see what she about. She don't act right for no meal. She won't act right for no house. She don't act right for no flowers. She won't act right for no ring. So Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. That means money ain't a thing. I spend a little skrill just to see what she about. She don't act right for no meal. She won't act right for no house. She don't act right for no flowers. She won't act right for no ring. So Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. That means money ain't a thing. Better save money and switch to Geico. Better run around to the white hole. I tell you right now that we try to break through you, cause it's all about survival. You ain't saying can't take them on the day, but watch how much you put on your plate. They'll smile right up in your face until you take them home cause it's getting late. The crib is say she'll be alone. You leave, she'll be right back on the phone. Talking to a nigga that you on the bone. Run away so now wants to get your song. We just went out, did grace game. For his meal, no Thanksgiving. After all that, no Thanksgiving. With an act, yeah, make you wanna hate women. Treat him like a sample and try them. We spend a lot of money trying to buy them. Going out the way to provide win. Me and niggas in the DM trying to slide in. Your rap is you gon' entertain that. And you mad and you trying to get your chain back. Record lame, yeah, that's where they aim at. Find a nigga that they like and they'll change that. Spin a little skrill just to see what she about. She don't act right for no meal. She won't act right for no house. She don't act right for no flowers. She won't act right for no ring. So Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. That means money ain't a thing. I spin a little skrill just to see what she about. She don't act right for no meal. She won't act right for no house. She don't act right for no flowers. She won't act right for no ring. So Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri. That means money ain't a thing.
Mid Official. That record is called Jay-Z Jermaine Dupri because he's trying to tell you That money ain't a thing. I said Jermaine Dupri. I said
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
You already knew it though.
All right, let's switch it up. Unique, what you think?
Shoot. You know, it had some bounce to it. I like, you know, definitely it's like a strip club song for me, you know. I'm a strip club shawty, so I
Yes, you are. Don't stop that. Don't stop.
So, you know, I could definitely hear something like that in the strip club.
Yeah.
But that's really about it with that record.
Okay, let's go to Nikki.
Yeah, I think, I mean, you busted out knowing exactly where it was going, where the song was going to go. I think the hook was a little catchy, but because we all could anticipate it if we were familiar with the music. I thought it was like middle of the road. You know, it didn't stand out, but it also wasn't terrible. So, you know, it's kind of middle of the road, but to stack it up against something else that might compete better, I don't know if you make the cut.
Bella, you want to add something?
The instrumental was not my cup of tea. I was blinded by the instrumental.
She was not.
It was not auditory. It was very visual for me, and so I could get past that. And all I heard besides the instrumental was "Money Ain't a Thing" and the reference to the '90s track, and that's it. And I wish I could give you more robust feedback at this point in time, but unfortunately, the wetness of that melody they added in the beat is still sloshing around in here, and I need a palate cleanser.
The curl didn't quite curl all the way.
It did
in
not
other
curl.
words.
I need a palate cleanser.
I think the chorus was catchy. You know, as far as radio, you know, you do want something that people can that sounds familiar, that people can chant with you. So I think that was there. I feel you on the visual aspect. I think it would be a dope video. I see like a Gucci Mane style video, you know, baddies. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, making it rain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Throwing it in a circle a little bit. Somebody throwing it in a circle a couple times. But yeah, I think I agree
You
too.
really think it's radio though?
I mean, the reason why I say radio is because it's familiar. Like, it's catchy to where it'll play in your head after you hear it again. You'll probably say that chorus a couple more times.
Think of the edits though. You gotta think about that.
As a radio, no. As a radio, I'm talking about catchiness and something that somebody can remember. That's what you have on the radio. A lot of the things that you hear on the radio is something that you can remember, something that you can automatically know what you're going to say.
That's letter A though. But what about B through Z?
Even if you had a solid M, if you had an M and you got something catchy, I think you winning with that. Maybe not being played on the radio, but as far as getting it in a place where you can get, you know, like a film, or you can get a placement, or you can get in a commercial, or it could be somewhere on a ESPN intro. You know what I mean? I mean, money ain't a thing. Yo.
Just quit while you're here.
That must be his friend.
I digress.
We digress. Leave this way, y'all.
I'll be the only one on this couch here in a second.
Leave this way.
Y'all being real nice this evening, besides Bella. I just want y'all to know that. But we're gonna keep going. Y'all just being real.
Y'all want me to bring my Simon Cowell out?
Y'all just being real.
Hey, man.
That's what it is. But I'm gonna keep going.
Bring my accent out.
Y'all act how y'all want to act.
No! Squizzy,
It doesn't matter. Listen, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Oh, look.
We are gonna keep it rolling.
Your own comments. You didn't even.
This is about y'all today.
Oh, see, but you know, I'm
This is
good
all
at
about
the
the job. You
political
feel what I'm
correctness.
saying? But we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. Up next, we have another video for you. This is SAP. This one is called How I'm Living. And it's a video, so he's gonna show us how he living right now. Live on the DOS.
How is he living?
They see how I'm living, they hate. I was trapping when they call me baby. Addicted to paper like they addicted to the drugs I'm selling, it's crazy. He's mad cause she is his baby, but we fucked before she was his lady. Throw shots, go ahead, get shady. You think that shit gon' faze me? When you try, I'll be here waiting. With this lock and I got no safety. I'm tripping, this my Wesson.
See, I've been paranoid lately. Take pills like I can't avoid. Relapse, but it's all a choice. Rest in peace to King Von. Lil Durk knew we needed the voice. I let my laces hang. When I count paper, I need a face the same. If I'm out in traffic, then it's on my lap, and I'm quick to up it and pop your brain. Roll me another, yes, I'm getting high. Pop me another, you know I'm a fly. He tested his luck and I do not know why. They see how I'm living and they act surprised. They see how I'm living, they hate. I was trapping when they call me baby. Addicted to paper like they addicted to the drugs I'm selling, it's crazy. He's mad cause she is his baby, but we fucked before she was his lady. Throw shots, go ahead, get shady. You think that shit gon' faze me? When you try, I'll be here waiting. With this lock and it got no safety. I'm tripping, this my Wesson. See, I've been paranoid lately. Take pills like I can't avoid. Relapse, but it's all a choice. Rest in peace to King Von. Lil Durk knew we needed a voice. I chase the money and you chase a bitch. I play with choppers and you play with sticks. You want a heart, but she want my shit. I don't really care, it is what it is. Running his mouth, but he know I don't do that. Getting this paper, I don't gotta do that. This bitch, but he already knew that. He look at my life thinking, how did I do that? They see how I'm living, they hate. I was trapping when they call me baby. Addicted to paper like they addicted to the drugs I'm selling, it's crazy. He's mad cause she is his baby, but we fucked before she was his lady. Throw shots, go ahead, get shady. You think that shit gon' faze me? When you try, I'll be here waiting. With this lock and it got no safety. I'm tripping, this my Wesson. See, I've been paranoid lately. Take pills like I can't avoid. Relapse, but it's all a choice. Rest in peace to King Von. Lil Durk knew we needed the voice. I let my laces hang. When I count paper, I need a face the same. If I'm out in traffic, then it's on my lap, and I'm quick to up it and pop your brain. Roll me another, yes, I'm getting high. Pop me another, you know I'm a fly. He tested his luck and I do not know why. They see how I'm living and they act surprised. They see how I'm living, they hate. I was trapping when they call me baby. Addicted to paper like they addicted to the drugs I'm selling, it's crazy. He's mad cause she is his baby, but we fucked before she was his lady. Throw shots, go ahead, get shady. You think that shit gon' faze me? When you try, I'll be here waiting. With this lock and it got no safety. I'm tripping, this my Wesson. See, I've been paranoid lately. Take pills like I can't avoid. Relapse, but it's all a choice. Rest in peace to King Von. Lil Durk knew we needed the voice.
PSAP, how I'm living. You see how he living? He in a barbershop with his little video on.
With the jammies on.
Yeah. SAP, I see you. Tattoos on your face. I see you, SAP. How you living?
I know, we have to be careful. We don't want to say something and make sure that the girl don't come after us, right? Tattoos on face.
Let's start with Melman.
What you laughing for, bro?
I don't want no smoke with nobody with face tats, man. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
It didn't grasp. It didn't get me. Like it didn't get me. I just wasn't feeling the lyrics. It was one-sided. It was like it didn't transition. There was no breakdowns. There was no switch up in the flow. You know what I mean? I can't necessarily call out one punchline that that stuck with me. But hey, man, there's a lane for everybody. And that's probably not my cup of tea, but yeah.
Okay, Bella, what you think?
I think that not every song requires a visual, and that's one of the reasons why you utilize tools like this or like record pools, because when they distribute your music, some of the feedback that they ask us DJs for is how we see you growing in our market, whether it requires you visiting our market and doing shows, or do we want to see a music video for it? I would say save your money, but I think you did because it looked like iPhone or GoPro and some movie maker on the MacBook Pro. And so what we are not going to do is think that we can make our own music videos, like real talk. Like, you want to invest in it. And I know that there are some artists out here doing that with their iPhone, but I bet you if you go check out that artist's stuff, they also be making videos with it. Like, that's part of what they do. It's kind of like, I'm a DJ, but I'm a graphic designer too. But I've been a graphic designer since 2000, so I can make my own flyers. Other DJs try to do that. It don't go so well for them. I just want to say, not every song require a visual, and you want to focus on making catchy music before you start focusing on visuals.
Okay. Nikki, what you think?
Why y'all loud? That's it.
The comments.
Right? She said it all, right?
No, keep going. Nikki, what you think?
What is there left to say?
Okay. I don't even know what song y'all talking about.
Did we just watch it? We just playing songs?
Yes, we watched the video.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't see the video.
All right, all right, all right. Look, 100. Like,
I'm just saying.
Bella pretty much said everything. Like, Bella, I think Bella said everything that any of us could say. Like I said earlier, y'all are brave for putting your music out here.
Brave.
That takes a lot of guts because I don't think I would have did it. Actually, I know I would have did it. I wouldn't have did it.
No.
Unique, you want to add anything?
No, man, they said it. Bella said it all.
Bella, we'll talk to on behalf of all of us.
So I didn't want to tell y'all, but because we wanted y'all's honest opinion, but that's Mike Coates' son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'm
about to say, it is what it is. I'm sorry, brother.
I was gonna be like, wait, my next question was, is he adopted? Was he adopted son?
I was about to say he living good.
Was he adopted?
I'm joking. I'm just reading comments. I'm joking. Let's keep it lit.
That's not Mike Coates' son, or it is.
No, it is not. It is not. That was clearly a joke. Somebody just said that in the comments.
Somebody trolling hard.
I love you, Mike Coates.
It's really Milk Chris. His son got no Milk Chris.
I know.
Yeah.
Is it really Milk's son?
Yeah.
No,
Don't
shut
be
up.
playing, man.
Shut
All right, let's keep it lit. Let's keep it
I don't
going.
believe you. I don't believe you.
Up next.
I thought he only had a daughter.
Up next.
Mike just said, not my son.
Wait, I was like, Mike just said, hashtag not my son, y'all. Oh, wait. You got Roy Povich up in here.
That baby don't look like me.
Oh, God.
And you are not the father.
Come on. Focus.
You started it. What you expect? Now you want to put it back in.
I love Colorado.
Reel it in.
Colorado.
All right. Up next, we got Midas. This record is called No Frauds. Midas, No Frauds. Let's keep it lit live on the D.O.S.
Bitches fraud. Counterfeit, count it all. Counters off, numbers wrong. Run it off and run them off. Fox fur, faux fur. South Beach, no shirt. Game time, go work. Touchdown, score first. Rap calling, I was laying low. Mighty mind doing mighty fine. Streets begging with the streets missing. Ain't no subbing niggas, ain't no seek dissing. Coach K put the pressure on them and turn it over when the heat hit them. Tough talk, nigga, tough now. She don't fuck with y'all, but for me, nigga, yeah. Too tall, hawking too lame. Cash rolls like Wu-Tang. I'm a Biscayne, she from Beirut, so I'm Beirut from my boat thing. Rally niggas like a Democrat. Bring that feeling back when that shit was real. Fuck friends, nigga, fuck friends. Just start my name with like a hottie man. Niggas fraud, bitches fraud. Counterfeit, count it all. Counters off, numbers wrong. Run it off and run them off. Fox fur, faux fur. South Beach, no shirt. Game time, go work. Touchdown, score first. 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 Niggas always capping, I ain't hit. Address in the map and now we hit. Pictures with the captions of the kid. We thought we was invited to this shit. We don't fuck around and have an issue. We been here before, I'm not official. I don't need a hammer, need a pistol. Something happened to me, family get you. Bitches fraud catalog. Married niggas cattle calls. Cannonball, so in-law. Diamond shaking, niggas disrespecting. Really representing for my section. I got all the tools, got a blessing. I took L's when I taught some lessons. Niggas fraud, bitches fraud. Counterfeit, count it all. Counters off, numbers wrong. Run it off and run them off. Fox fur, faux fur. South Beach, no shirt. Game time, go work. Touchdown, score first. 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 Midas, that one's called No Frauds. No Frauds, Midas. I am gonna start with Unique.
You know, I like that record, you know. To tell you the truth, that was all the artists should be taking notes on that song right there a little bit because that was the first song. It got great production, you know, it's structured right. It just sounds good overall. I like that record. I think it's a good record.
Okay, that's some good praise. Okay, Mailman.
Shoot, I mean, you know, Midas know what he doing. Like you can tell from jump. Like it sounds like an experienced person on the song. You know what I mean? From how it's set up. You know what I mean? He was hitting all his pockets. Like Midas know what he doing. So it sounded like it. That was a dope record. It's the beat slapped. You know what I'm saying? And he did his thing on it. Shout out to the Hammy. You got to say Hammy. He from Long Beach. So what's up, Hammy? Shout out to Cali. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, Bella.
I like the hook and about the touchdowns. I don't know very much about sports. But
So a touchdown is like, you know, when you play basketball,
yeah.
when you play basketball and you have the 3-point line and you make it like Steph Curry always makes touchdowns.
If you got me looking stupid out here,
Nah, for real, that's it. So Steph Curry's like the best touchdown.
Bella,
We on the same team.
We ain't gonna allow that.
Touchdown, you here. We touchdown today, okay?
We touchdown on D.O.S.
You know what I liked was that it had, for me, it gave me that vibe of that J-Rock song that win. Curve everything else. It kind of had that. It didn't quite have that bounce to it though. Yeah. And I think that's probably for me as somebody who knows diddly squat about sports
like
and sports. I'm not listening to you. Diddly squat about sports references. I think I would have liked to have more of that bounce to it because it certainly had that vibe. But it's a dope song though.
Sometimes. Okay, Nikki, bring us home. What you think?
I was gonna comment actually. I wasn't gonna say anything because I managed Midas for 10 years, and so this is a whole different.
She cheating.
It is completely. It is. It's a different sound for him. He has a. It was giving me the Tech 9 vibes because it was like kind of that ugly music that we, strange music, like kind of that. Music. I mean, it's kind of got that thing. The thing that with him though is when Midas has a really cool cadence in his voice. And his energy has always been about energy for Midas. Like if he doesn't deliver though on the energy, even if you're doing a laid back song, you can still punch and you still have energy for it. So I guess I'm biased. So I'm gonna say it's a different sound for him. It's a different direction, and he's been gone for a minute, y'all. He's been off the scene for a second. So for this to be the entry record to come back in, I don't know if it's a strong enough record for that. I don't know if it says that. When you coming back on the scene like that.
No doubt.
I want to bounce. It's something for the ladies, Midas. Can we get that?
Something for the ladies.
Midas give me 2 Chainz vibes, man. Midas gives me 2 Chainz
but
vibes.
I get that. He has that flavor, but at the same time.
Go ahead. What you talking about, Squizzy?
Let's not disrespect Midas.
He knows better.
No, Midas.
No, listen,
slander.
y'all compared him to Tech 9, and I know KTONE, that's his name.
Hey, that wasn't me.
Come on now.
That wasn't
No,
me.
but I wasn't saying. I didn't. I mean, like in the flavor, but I'm saying in the sound of the record, not in his cadence in rap style.
Tech 9?
Tech 9.
Y'all be riding around the Tech 9.
You know, don't ride around to him, but you could if you listen to the radio.
Welcome to my world. That old shit with Brother Lynch and
Tech 9, 40.
Right, but it's not the flow that I was saying. I was saying the sound of the record, though. The sound of the record is that record. The sound of the record is that
you want to take it outside?
No,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing
different flavors for different. Whatever.
No, I'm just not comparing his rap style and his delivery in that way. But what I'm saying is the beat is that dark, is that strange music.
I just ain't never met somebody who like that besides KTONE. I thought he's by himself. Like Tech 9. That's what I'm like. This is
well, you know, Tech 9 is family like it.
Yeah, like E40 and all that. Yeah,
E40's a go. E40,
sprinkle gas. I mean, if you don't like 40, you know what I'm saying? Something might be wrong.
E40 will rap. Yes. Something might be wrong with you.
I love it. I love it.
Squizzy is like, no.
Right?
I'm saying this, but really mean this.
Exactly. Last one. This is the last video. We got Diablo. This one is called Through It All. Diablo, talk to us. Through It All. We're going to play the video live on the DOS right now.
You gon' know what love is. If you gon' put up a fight. You gon' know what love is. If you gon' stay up all night. Crying, you gon' know what love is. If you told it for a million times. And you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh.
Hit me up, tell me what's up. We only vibe, or when we fuck. Wanna slide, or I'll pull up. Lemon Kush, Durban poison filling my lungs. Hennessy pulled up, all up in my cup, all up in my feelings. So I hope you listening, but I know you listening. You a real one glistening, in a winning position. And now you flipping, been through my phone. Worry about those days that I was missing. Searching for dirt and got your hands dirty. Tell me, baby, why is you really tripping? You see, I was out sliding with my niggas, trying to reach bigger figures. Out with my niggas, we on the road, no time to slow. Gotta keep it going, wake up in the early morning. Shit, and now we gotta flip it back to square one every time that we kick it. You got yourself a little attitude, grasping the magnitude, climbing up these altitudes. Hoping for change, but shit, I'm hoping too. Sitting back, we sliding, dropping in the cold. That's a bucket, cry 2 tears. Then say fuck it, let them fall up in that bucket.
You don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night crying, you don't know what love is. If you told it for a many times, and you say you know what love is, but I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night.
Diablo. He done been through it all. Looked like he was going to throw it in that video, but he got it at the end. It looked like, shout out to Diablo, through it all. Nikki, what you think? Start us off.
You got my tequila in there, so Casa Azul. Big props for that.
See.
You got the big bottle, I saw that. The visual was good, and I like the fact that you had different body shapes in there.
Thickums.
So some thickums, thank you, in there.
That thing was thing.
Here's what I'm gonna say right now. We heard all the music we heard tonight was about between a 2 and a 3 in terms of movement and sound. It is really hard for us, especially on radio side, to mess with that. Because if everything's a 2, it puts everybody to sleep. And what I notice is if it's not moving and there's no groove to it, we all aren't focused on it. And so we're not really tuned into it. So I thought it was a nice visual video. Song was middle of the road for me. But I think it was because of tempo. You know, I'm looking. We're going into summer, y'all. We're going in. People gonna have we're gonna have the windows down and stuff like that. Y'all coming with these slow records. It's cool if it's a purposeful slow record. But that's just what I gotta say.
All right, my man.
Facts. I think I like what he did. I think that's the Tyrese sample. The how you gonna act like that?
Oh.
I think that's what that was, if I'm not mistaken. But that sounded good. I like that. The visual was dope. You're gonna have to get the clearance. I
gotta start doing the business.
And I want to clarify too, when Nikki's saying like 2 and 3, it's not like rating your music like that shit was a 2. It is tempo, you know. So like if it's a 2, it's a slow like R&B. 3, 4, etc., etc. So yeah, I think it is definitely a slow beat, but yeah, I just thought the visual it captured the song the best way. Yeah. Like if I hear the song without the visual, I may not like it too much. If I hear the song with the visual, at least it gives me a backstory and I can feel the song.
You'll stay there a little longer
exactly.
watching the video.
Yeah.
Bella, give us your honest feedback.
I always give my honest feedback.
Okay, I wasn't coming at you now.
I'm honest to a fault.
Okay.
So I think that I would definitely co-sign on what Nikki said and what Melman said as well. The visual was dope. It was fire. You spent the money on the visual, but you know, I definitely go back to that thought process of making sure that if you're going to break bread like that, because obviously that was quality, it was professionally done. If you're going to break bread, make sure that the song is worthy of the music video. The sample was cool. but the song didn't necessarily capture me. It's not necessarily my genre either. So I will say that, so you can take my opinion about it with a grain of salt. I like very melodic sounding music, and so that one for me, I kept spacing out, and I was actually over here like really listening hard, trying to like catch the wave, and the wave did not come for me. Doesn't mean it's not gonna come for someone else, but the visual, good job on that.
Great
No
job
doubt.
on the visual.
Unique closes out. What you think, my brother?
I think they did a great job on the visual. Like they said, I like the women in there that they had.
It was thick.
Nice and thick.
Just like that.
Hey, what was that? Y'all didn't tell me about that.
Personally, I'm with Nikki. Like, we listen to things that we want to play on the radio, and it's radio ready. It's just really slow. And if we was gonna play something like that, probably more like in the wintertime, cuffing season, perfect for something like that. But
Nice
as we
snack
get into the
vibes.
spring and summertime, that it just wasn't it.
I love how two of y'all said we're getting ready for the summer like it's not snowing currently.
Right, but
right now, but y'all swear.
But it was 2 days ago, it was 75 degrees, and I had the top down in
So
the
y'all
ride.
gotta get ready.
So,
It's hard to stop out here.
It had snow a day before
summer
my
don't wait
birthday.
for nobody.
And my birthday's in May, so
Yeah, it snowed through
it's
the
because
end
it
of
ain't
May
summer
usually.
here. It's gonna be summer somewhere. Okay.
I just want to shout out real quick, Jermaine Jude in the house, Mike Cox in the house, Keandra in the house. What up, you
Little
guys?
Jim, Big Jim, Slim Jim.
Yeah, because Jermaine said, it's not party music, it's not dance music, it's not club music, it's just maybe in the car music. But you don't need a visual for in the car music because you're not watching the video.
We
in the
hope
car.
not. Don't be watching videos and driving.
Maybe
It's possible.
screens in
You
the back.
pulled up and put it in.
True
They got them in the
story.
front too.
Screens
They
in the
got them in
back.
the front too. But
Big shout out to all the artists though, man. It's like they said.
Brave. You brave.
Brevity.
Brave.
It takes a lot to do that.
It
Anybody?
didn't really take a lot this week because y'all went a little light on it.
Oh, they did. Y'all went
Y'all went a
light.
little
I
light
think
on
we only
it.
like 2 records.
Yeah, I went a little light.
That was light.
But
Shout
at
out
the same
Rose
time,
Money.
here's the thing.
Like,
This is
We
what
don't want to hurt your pride.
No, this is what I'm saying. Like, a mediocre review, which is what we gave most of the music, is like equal to apathy. Which is, if we don't care, then you're not winning anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to go hard in the paint on somebody for them to understand the lesson that we are trying to serve them. You don't have to be disrespectful, mean, or like serve it to them raw in order to get your point across. You could say this is a mediocre record. It's the middle of the road. It's not that great. We don't have to be mean to do it. And
Give it to
that's
them,
one
big
of the
sis.
things that we have to look at as a community too, because as we walk into these new experiences, especially with 104.7 The Drop, we're not going to like everything, but we're also not going to slay you so hard that you want that you go into social media and then you want to have cancel culture. That's the other side of that. Oh, well, they didn't like my stuff and they were so mean to us. No, man. And that's, you're going to get that already.
Yeah.
With the mediocre record, you're going to get it regardless. Other people will do it, but that's not necessarily our position or our place to do it.
Yeah,
So,
we're not
we don't have to do that. We don't have to be disrespectful in that way.
I wasn't saying.
Mailman said my shit was funny.
I wasn't saying, Squizzy can say it. Let Squizzy put the camera on Squizzy, let him tell you. You got jokes.
Exactly how you feel.
You got jokes.
So tell us this, since we are talking about that now, what is for 100 First of all, thank you to all the artists that submitted the music.
There you go.
Big shout out to Go Boys. Big shout out to the Get Busy Living Studios and the Art Network. Without them, we wouldn't do this how we do it. Our guest today, 104.7 FM, The Drop. We got Mailman, Nikki Swan.
Gang.
We got Unique. We got Bella Scratch.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about it, since you already talking about it, Nikki. So the big talk of the town is the radio. I hear a lot of artists now talking about, getting their music on the radio or not getting their music on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So talk a little bit about how they can get their music on the radio. Like, did you hear any records tonight that could make it? And if so,
No.
okay.
I'll be 100
if
on
not,
that.
why? What is the criteria for?
First and foremost, what I want to say though, before we even get into a discussion, is to thank all of this great Colorado community for supporting 104.7.
Yes.
This is truly a labor of love. And for those of you who really know who I am, who've been with me, like I said, I managed Midas for 10 years. I've been in the game for 23 years. It's a long time coming for a station like this. We have not seen anything like this since the KTKO days. So like, you know, this, it was AM. And this is really built by the people and for the people. So what I want to say about that part, about what you were asking about getting music on the air, I will tell you all this. We are asking for grace and courtesy here because we have over 2,000 tracks in our inbox. Y'all, for every time we clean out the box, like we all take turns and we all do 100 records, right?
Man.
For every time, and we get the worst submissions. Like we get links, we get link trees. When we're asking you specifically for correct information, give us what you can do. What you can do is send us a WAV file or MP3, and yes, it must be edited. We get that question as often as we do the submissions. So people send us an email, say, "Does it need to be edited?" Listen to the radio. Is it? Do you hear anybody dropping N-bombs, the F word, the S word on it?
Can I tag on that?
You can't pop that on the radio.
If you need to ask us if it needs to be edited, you don't support us, but you want us to support you. Because if you supported us, you'd be listening and you'd know that you don't hear that language on the radio. You're not going to hear the N-word. So that would make me want to throw your music in the trash without even listening to it, because support gets support. I'm sorry, now you can
say it louder for the people in the back.
Say that one more time.
In the back.
Support gets support. Y'all artists gotta support us too. You can't just be coming over here with your plate and your hand out and your finger up your butt talking about, hey, can you play my record, and you don't even listen to us.
Or like us on social media.
Or like us on social media or any of those things. So we built this station, and I say we because it's not a singular person who did all of this. Yes, I might be at the helm. I might be the person that is in the front seat. But I'm not the only person that's driving this bus. I tell you what, the map goes from each one of us, and we all are players on the same team. We all hear something differently. I'm going to come at it from a business standpoint because that's what I do. I'm going to ask, if I hear a sample on a song, is it cleared? What did you do? Let me see that. And I just put an artist on blast not that long ago and showed that you did not have your metadata correct.
Big thing.
Y'all come to the table and you want to compete and you want to have your music on the air, but you're really not ready because you didn't do your business.
Your homework.
Make sure your business is done first. Do less music in the studio and focus on that business, because the production part of the music is only 20%. The rest of it is 80% is the business. So get that metadata right, because we are reporting to BDS. And not all reporting is equal.
Two quick things, Nikki. Why you stay right there? Tell them what you tell them. But we like to give them some jewels now. So if you don't know what that means, one, explain exactly what you're talking about. Don't make it all long and shit. But
no, I just
like
tell
what
you.
You mean by that, and then also
are you talking about metadata?
Yeah.
Okay.
Metadata, and then also finish up with how an artist, if they are watching, should submit and can submit to the drop.
I'll let Neek answer the submit question,
okay. Well,
and I'll answer I'll do the metadata. The metadata is basically actually, you know what, Belly, you want to do metadata?
I would do metadata.
Okay, because I spread the wealth. See, this is what a good teamwork.
Let me drive the boat.
Yeah. So here's what it is.
Bella, this is like when you're on the way to a touchdown and Steph Curry.
I know enough to know that's not the truth.
I'm gonna jump across KTONE for you, sis. I got you.
I'm like KTONE with them big old muscles handling my light work over there. He gonna smack you with that avocado. You keep playing. Okay, so what she's talking about is, first of all, artists, this is a good pro tip for you. Anytime you upload your music to anything, you should always label it with your name and the song title. Both should be in there, because if somebody goes to download your music, then it's just the song title, and then that's all that's there. So if you're dealing with a DJ, if you're dealing with a DJ like us, your music will get straight up lost in a folder somewhere. And then if you're underground, we can't even Shazam you to figure out what the hell it was. So that's A. B, the metadata piece. You got to make sure you put in your iTunes or whatever, and you fill out all that information. If you're not with a record company, that's fine. Put unsigned. You do it yourself. But put your metadata in there. Don't be lazy, man. Do your homework, because if you don't do these kinds of things, you're gonna be missing out on opportunities where you could be gaining, and that's just what it boils down to.
And we get a lot of records with just the title. And so what are we supposed to do with that? And then you guys get mad at us because we're not playing it.
Right.
And then we get the music and we don't know nothing about you. So, okay, we got this hot record. But what do we know about them? We don't know their social. We don't know where they from. We don't know.
We can't even call you and tell you we putting your song on the radio. I can't even call you and say, yo, congratulations, we about to spin your record right now. Turn on the radio.
And then when you turn on the radio, it don't display because your metadata ain't there.
So now we know
song prior to
independent artists.
And so here's what I would say. You can correct it if you take your music home and you put it back through iTunes. You could do it yourself, and it's simple to do. However, you should be doing that in studio before you leave the studio. It should be part of your before you even go to mix down and master. And if you don't know what mix and master is, we can have a conversation on that later. But you do this. You should do this before you even leave the studio. Then that way, if that song gets picked up, somebody Shazamming somewhere or whatever it is, or gets picked up some kind of incidental way, it's going to show up properly in multiple places.
Can I add one more small thing? Okay. Why do you want your music played on the radio? Do you want to get paid? Do you want some money? Because if you want some money, then you got to go handle your business first. You got to make sure your ASCAP, BMI, CSAC is up to date. Those are the licensing and publishing companies that help get you paid.
PROs.
You're gonna want to make sure that your all of your information is correct on your track. You're gonna want to make sure you got a barcode. Hit up DistroKid. They're the cheapest ones that you guys could get on to make sure that you get a unique barcode for each one of your songs. Do all of these things so that you can make money off of your music. Otherwise, we just playing it for the city. We playing it for your auntie Cheryl and them.
Right. And that's okay. And it's okay. If that's what your goal is, if that's what your ideology is, then that's just fine. That's just fine. Not everything is about making money and being in some famous star. That's cool. That's awesome. So then you have those expectations. But we're going to be going through all of this because I'm going to have office hours and Bella's coming. It's virtual office hours coming up very, very soon, beginning of April. We were slated for March, but I got a special guest besides Bella. We got another special guest coming in for that. And it's going to be a place where we'll listen and we'll actually give you the information. I'll show you how to do your ISRC codes. I'll show you how to do the copyrights. I'll show you how to do this so that you are competing appropriately.
And press kits and one sheet. Shout out to Jermaine for reminding us about that. Because all the artists that I deal with out here, none of them even know what a one sheet is or an EPK. And I'm constantly lecturing them in the middle of the nightclub party. Like, what do you mean you can't get me? And the one sheet is simple. It's basically your musician's resume. It's got your photo. It's got your discography. It's got your social media links. How difficult is that?
But
not
with that
difficult
being said, though,
at all.
Not to cut you off,
But you did.
No, I mean to. My bad, sis. My bad. I'm saying the EPK.
Y'all just keep going. Y'all just keep going. Fuck us.
A lot of people use, this generation IG is used a lot as an EPK, and a lot of people can get your resume. They can see where you've been, who you've been, what shoulders you done rubbed, what places you done performed at, the people you've collaborated with, even your whole creative process, because people are using the reels and the stories and all of these different things to just show how their creative process is in the studio. So a lot of times people are looking at your IG and your social medias that can replace your EPK. There's nothing like necessarily having those things.
That's
the one-sheeter.
That's not the right advice.
No,
that's not
I'm not going to go look at your IG. I don't know who people are doing.
But wait. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It depends who you're talking to.
Right. And so you need to be ready in all things.
Advice. I was just saying.
You need to be ready in all things. But if you need to follow directions at the same time. If we ask you to hit us in a certain way, like, for example, somebody tried to hit me up and ask for some information or want us to do something for them. But if you don't follow back up, like if you don't hear from us, like, first of all, like I said, have grace with us because we are inundated right now. And if you don't follow back up and say, hey, we didn't hear back from you, but then you want to have an attitude and be angry over that, I can't help that. But sometimes it does take a follow-up. Sometimes it does take someone saying, hey, you know what? I sent you something. Did you get a chance to check it out? We will respond. You just got to give us a chance to do that. But back to what he was talking to what he was talking about. That's just one part of your snapshot of your career. So yes, what labels are looking for is how you're impacting on social media. That is a part of it. But if we ask you for something because we want to go really quick, that's why we're asking you for WAV files and MP3s. Because I tell you what, if we weren't in studio, who were we with? It was one of your mixers that came in. And we added Rachel Bailey like that second. I was like, I got this record
I
and I
can't
love it. And we added it right that second. That's the benefit of having the MP3 and the WAV file. If we got to go chase it down, we automatically like, we got to go find it. We got to convert it. We got to do all that stuff.
We got to clean it.
Played it on my show. I actually played it on my show.
So is that fast?
Yes. So
No, it wasn't.
my
Squizzy,
question-
stop lying.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to know if y'all was gonna let me ask my questions or not.
No.
Yes,
answer no
Squizzy.
question.
Yes, Squizzy.
So for the people that are interested, if I got a hit single, I got the hottest song in the streets, my shit bubbling, I'm cracking, I'm popping, I want to get played on the drop. Give me the rundown of the best way to get that accomplished.
I mean, it's pretty simple, you know. Like, you know, if you got the good stuff, make sure you just send it to the drop at kuvo.org. That's the drop at kuvo.org. Like she said, just give us a little time. If it's really bubbling like that around the city, it's gonna get in our hands before. We're gonna hear it, we're gonna like, who is that? And it might just move to the front of the line. Yeah. And, you know, not everybody's gonna do that. You know, I mean, we're gonna go through these boxes and make sure, you know, we listen to all these records. We don't want you just to submit music and it just sit there. You know, we actually listen to these records and don't just bug us all the time. Hit us up in the inbox. Hey, are you playing my record? I didn't hear my record. If you didn't hear your record, it might not have got reviewed yet. Or we might not like the record. There's, you know, if we like the record and you got all your information right, we will get back in contact with you. We will, you know, play the music for you. So, you know, just send your music to the drop at kuvo.org. Make sure it's clean and, you know, to make it in rotation.
Nikki Swarm, program director. Unique assistant program director. Right?
Yep.
A record comes through. Unique likes it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Nikki likes it. Unique doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But
how does that work?
It doesn't work like that because we have more than just two people.
Well,
so we have so the review process is like this. So basically, we have music meetings every Friday. Every single Friday. That's all music though. So so not only independent artists, because you know I don't call y'all locals. So independent artists and national artists all come into the same wave. And then we all have a bank of records that we can bring forward. We have anywhere between 5 and 20 records that we can bring forward to the Friday meeting. Sometimes I have no records. Sometimes she'll be like, Bella will be like, let me have your 10 records. Okay. So then she could bring in 30 records. And that's just the way it works. And we just go through them like this. And we argue over records. Trust me. I like this, or no, we can put in Bella's show, or no, this works like this. We, as a station, add so much more music than what you are used to hearing. The average station, especially commercial stations, when they have 16 minutes of commercials, it cannot play 17 songs an hour. They can't. We can. We have that, and we have that responsibility, and we understand that. The other way that we're adding additional music is by using Local Love, the shows, to add in more independent artists so we can have more capacity. Because y'all already know we're playing 1 per hour each, and sometimes it's more than that. Depends. Sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes, but we promise one. We promise one. But then when the 2 shows come, when Local Love comes through, which is my baby, that is my heart, right? We add more crates in there because we have more space to add, and we use the national artists to be a kind of a thoroughfare or carry us to the next group. The most important thing you can do is have a complete submission. What happens when you don't have a complete submission, and also make sure that it's music that we really are going to play. I got country yesterday in a box, and I was like, there's some, maybe we could try it. I don't think so though. You know, and it needs to be, well, I play Mickey Guyton, so let me have it. But like I said, there's certain, stop it. But there's a protocol to that. You know, make sure you have a photo, a bio, MP3 or WAV file, make sure it's edited. And y'all that are making these songs with these long intros, that's cool if you're saying this is a DJ pack and it's an intro. If you're really cool, you're gonna do clean, the dirty, the instrumental, the intro, the acapella. That's a whole submission. So now if we want to take your song and put it in a hotkey, which is an element that we use in radio to seg between things, we have it. We have it now, and we have everything from you. And I can call you on the phone and be like, yo, listen, we about to play your music right now.
Well,
Go.
It's not my show.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's the drop takeover.
It is, for real though.
We dropped in on you.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to tag on to what Nikki said, and I want to remind you guys, like the feedback that you heard us giving on this show today, we're not listening to the whole song. We're literally listening to, like, because we have 30, we got an hour. That's a lot of music. So we're listening, and we got to talk about everyone. So we're listening to a few seconds. So if you're not catching us in the few seconds, we're not going to wait all the way until your hook necessarily. If we have a whole boatload of songs, we're going to be kind of skipping through. So just make sure it's dial on. Because you'll get buried that way. So I just wanted to throw that in.
Or we'll skip. Like, I'm notorious for skipping around. So the beginning of a song might sound really good, and then I'm going to skip and try to find the hook. And if the hook, and then if I hear stuff around the hook that's like good, then I might listen to the whole song a couple times. But that's just kind of the nature of the beast. Like, you're in competition with national artists as much as you are against each other.
So my question is,
you had a lot of questions over there.
I do. That's literally why we're here, is for me to ask questions for you guys to answer.
I thought it was just for us to talk.
So he said,
He invite a bunch of talkers for a living.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that touchdown move with Steph Curry is on the thing?
Y'all make our job so easy. But my question, and this is really a personal question, because I've been in radio. We're not gonna get into that, but the difference between y'all and other radio stations is the commercial free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock 24 hours, just on and on and on.
Just
and on,
slap after slap after slap.
So me coming from the other side of the world, I know that the commercials is what brings the money in. So I'm very curious. I don't even know if y'all can answer this question.
Yeah, we can.
How is this possible, what y'all are doing, and how do you sustain what y'all are doing outside of the other method that we know?
I hit the pole every now and again.
If y'all allowed to answer that question,
I will.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
No, that's a really great question because that's part of the viability of commercial radio. I worked where you worked.
Yeah.
And I was there for 10 years, and he was there for 8? 9. Okay. So I know what that was like. I know what how to build up and do those sales packages, all that stuff.
Yes.
For us, it's a different thing because public media is owned by the people. First and foremost, we got our start because the government gave us a grant. And they said, we believe that there's a chance for a station, this new kind of format called Urban Alternative, to be sustainable in markets throughout the country. And it's our first opportunity to talk to younger audiences of color, because public media is traditionally known as white media. It's very much, you talk about PBS and NPR and very conservative styles of music. And we just happen to be in a place where Tina Cartagena and the team over at shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to Carlos and Tina and everybody who wrote the initial grant before I got there, said, I think we can make a run at this. And so that grant came in and we actually got renewed a couple of times. And those are 6-figure deals for us. So that allows us to come in and we had to secure our own music library. It was those 3 deals, those 3 grants that we got secured the first few years of funding. Now it's up to us to go and do this in a fundraising thing sense. We're a nonprofit though. Okay. So that means we're eligible for all kinds of different grants. And so we've gotten the Brick Fund, shout out to them, that is an amazing opportunity for us to get that grant. We've gotten things from the Denver Foundation, we've gotten things from all different kind of resources. The Gates Foundation and the Bonfi Stanton Foundation each helped us secure the signal. So they gave us almost $250,000.
That's a blessing.
And so they came to us because they saw our worthiness and they saw the idea of us telling Black and brown stories.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is changing the dialogue and our ability to tell these stories in our communities in the ways that we need to do that. And then we had a private donor, one woman who was just an incredible individual who we cannot say her name, but thank you. I know you're watching, so thank you very much. Gave us almost $170,000.
That's such a blessing.
So we supplement everything that we do with underwriting. So we do take, if you're a business and you're interested in working with us, we take underwriting dollars, and that supports things for us as well. We do some sort of sponsorships, kind of. They're very special. And then the people. The people put $5 on it, $5. That's what people do. They become a member of the station and they get their plug and they get some extra stuff. They get these, like the jerseys that you see on us. These
How long different t-shirt, baby? Yeah, damn. Get the jersey. Get the jersey. Come on. Get button up.
Yeah.
You know what to donate?
Swing that hair. Swing that hair.
But the hats and all of those different
They
things.
got different levels.
They got different
Levels
You
to
can
this shit.
level up. Like, you know, ballot status gives you a jersey, but it gives you access to our rooftop parties that are coming up in the summer. And all of these different things. We got Club Drop coming for y'all in the summer. And so there's just a lot of things that you get from being a member of the station.
Now,
that's the other part of the
before
money.
you go on, because y'all keep forgetting, how do they become a member?
You visit the drop303.org and donate, or you can go to the app and donate. There's a donate button on the app as well.
Any amount.
Any amount, and then you become a member.
Any amount of the movement. You down with
It
the
don't
game.
matter.
And how much do the jerseys cost?
This is a baller level. So it's like
So you
$1,200.
break up.
So yeah, so like
you become a member, but you still gotta work your way up.
So
the only way out
the
is in the
baller
box,
levels,
you know?
the baller levels, the top level is $1,200 for the year. That's it. So you could pay that over the month, but the stuff that you get is incredible.
It's crazy.
It's jerseys, it's access to shows, it's coming in and meeting
Movie
and greeting
nights.
and home.
I might
movie
pop
nights and all
up
that.
with a, but you know, I'm one of them little bowls or something and
You
just
know?
pop up in front of your crib. You get me at bottom level. You can get me.
So there's different levels, and you can come in at any level that you want. You know.
So have you guys been?
I don't want this.
Have you guys been noticing? Have you guys been getting a lot of love and a lot of people coming in and
donating?
Yeah,
So right
donating
now, I feel like, you know, people just now getting introduced to it.
Right,
You know,
right.
a lot of people, you know,
This is a new
never
conversation.
knew what was going on. And when we first came out the gate, we didn't want to let you know, we didn't want to just be like, hey, give us money. So
'Cause that's
we
not
want
what
you
it's
to
about.
We want you to understand who we are
Well,
first. And
it's not what it's about,
get the
but at the
basket
same
around.
time, you all have family. Everybody got to survive.
Right, so we're okay.
You still have to.
But and we respect that very much. But the singular focus that we have on this station is the community. Period. Everything we do is to serve the community. So whether it's in Unique's case, like he wants to go, you'll catch him out on Broadway feeding the unhoused because it's something that he wants to do, not connected to us or anything. He's like, I'm out there because I want to be a part of the community. We're doing a sustainable garden on a rooftop so we can feed our community. We don't just talk about this stuff. We actually go do the work. We actually want to be a part of the community. That's why listening and y'all being able to call and request for records and have independent artists played, that's in the tenant. It's in our bylaws of the station to play Hometown Heroes, to play independent artists. It is written, it's in stone, and it won't change. And that's the thing, like using my commercial sensibilities, because I started Local Love in 2005. I was the one who brought it to the table. I'm the one who brought it to KS175 in the first place. And it was really hard to do. I had a lot of drama and a hard time bringing it there. But I knew in my heart that this is the way that we service the community, and it's the way that we level up, because everybody says, oh, well, you know, it's that local radio, it's that local Colorado. They don't ever know what's going on. That's not the case.
Talk to them.
If we don't start supporting our independent artists, if we don't start being behind them, even if the music is mediocre at some point, we can push the levels. Having been in this since 2005, I see a difference in a turn of the tides and artists that are coming through. We see some of the music, like we'll go back and listen to something and be like, dang, you know what, that's kind of fire. Yeah. And it could.
We have already.
And we
it's
say
actually
that.
in rotation,
It's
like
in
heavy rotation.
Yeah, and we're adding those records because we believe that you deserve that. You are worthy of that opportunity. And on top of it, when people say that they're reporting, not all reporting is equal. So there's some reporting to your PROs, which is your performance rights organizations, which really only affects when you're doing a live performance. So although somebody's like, oh, we report to ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, that's not necessarily the way you want to go. What we do is we report to the standard, the Nielsen standard at BDS. So, and that's the way that goes. And with that being said, you guys' music is showing up on our playlists. Yeah. And then the labels are seeing that.
Yeah.
Other cities are seeing that. And they're saying, okay, let me listen. And if they like it.
Why are they on this chart?
Okay.
I want to sell so much.
And that's how you move your records. That's what happens. That's really how you become a force, because they're like, oh, this station is playing it, but we're monitoring like
That's
New Mexico will monitor Colorado or Denver,
That's
and
a
they'll
very
see
true
it.
statement because a lot of people don't know Colorado is
yes, it
the
is.
main source of where everybody
It's
in our region,
homogeneous.
from
Yeah.
everybody above us to everybody under us, gets their music from. You know what I'm saying? If we're playing something, they're gonna play it in Nebraska, above us, all those places under us. So that's very true. But my next question is, before I just let y'all talk for 30 more minutes,
we gonna talk.
I love the different shows that you have, and I like Bella. I hope I don't say it wrong, but I want to say it's Motivational Monday or something. Yes. Where you be talking to money, you be having people on talk money.
Baby.
I ain't even supposed to be telling y'all I be listening. But anyway, outside of that, that leads me. No, let me keep going. So, as I keep going, I listen to the different shows, and something I want to talk about is Unique Show and how there is not a locked in DJ on your show, but I've seen at least 15 to 20 DJs that I know that have came in, including the legendary, the man that deserves a statue himself. DJ KTONE. You feel what I'm saying? So if you could just give us a quick, talk about your show, and we DJ. So to me, that's very dope that you bringing in people. I seen Destiny the other day playing a whole Afrobeat set. I heard Simone, that's family to me. I heard K-Tone, I hear KDJ, I heard Spade. It's just all over the place, and I think that's very dope. Is that the goal, or are you just looking for something that fits the right way, or what's your vibes on
when
that?
I first started it wasn't the goal. I
Okay.
actually had a set DJ.
Mhm.
It just didn't work the way I wanted it to work.
Okay.
And so I had to dig in my bag and figure out what can I do next to keep this going, because this is not nothing that I just started. I've been wanting to do this since I was in commercial radio, but nobody heard me. Nobody listened. It was just, we don't want to do that right now. And the reason why they didn't want to do it because nobody else was doing it. So if nobody else is doing it, why should we have to do it? We already winning. And so I just seen a big opportunity in that 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of dope DJs in this city that don't get a lot of love. There's a lot of dope DJs that a lot of people don't know who they are. And that's where I come into play. I'm going to show you that there's some dope DJs, and there's a lot of DJs that hit me up in my inbox, want to get in there. I'm not just choosing anybody, I want you to have your skills up. You don't have to be famous out there. Everybody don't have to know who you are. Shout out to my guy, KDJ Above, he was up in there with me too. And, people just like seeing these guys on the radio. So we've been in the pandemic for a while. Can't see these artists.
Yeah. And
Well,
that's
now
the
you
other
can
thing.
hear them on my station. I can bring them in there, and we can rock it, and they can show your talent.
It's respect to y'all.
Yes.
No, but it's respect to y'all's craft.
Mhm.
So you think of it like this: you go see a famous artist, but the
Shout out
DJ
to
gets
Sin.
the DJ doesn't get as much love, right?
Yeah.
So what we're doing is opening the door. So when that artist comes in, we got a place for the DJs to come in and know that we give you the same respect that we're giving the artist. Because if it's not for the DJs, the music doesn't bounce, the appearance don't move. Nothing happens on the stage without the DJ.
Talk about it.
And so that's why it's important. And I just give him rank.
And then once we open up, we're gonna change the game again. We're gonna go to the next level. But
I acted a fool on there, didn't I?
Hey man,
So-
DJ K.
So I know, I have my conversations behind the scenes, and I think that's something that's so dope. Again, we're not gonna talk about anybody else, but I hear when these DJs do come in there, it's do you.
Yeah,
just do you.
And
ain't no list.
And there's no list.
Ain't
but we have conversations.
You want them to allow them to show this is what you do best. Like I said, I heard a DJ go Afro beats. I heard a DJ go all old school type. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying?
So I have different themes of the days on my shows.
Yeah.
So I do let you do you, but we're gonna have a structure. We're gonna talk about what we want to do for your show. What are you good at? Hey man, you're a good Afro beat DJ. That's which way we're going.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give you that certain day, and so I know that's what we're doing on that day. If you're a good DJ, nothing you play is just, everything you play is just throwbacks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you on a Thursday. You're a good Thursday guy. Or if I just know you like to turn up, you're a good turn up DJ. You gonna get the party going, get people moving, get them in the mood. We're gonna rock on a Friday. Let's go. You know what I mean? So, I got different structures. It might just seem like I'm just bringing people in there and they just doing what they want to do. But We got levels and we got rules to this.
Oh, go ahead.
Give us the give us the rundown of the whole day, the drop. From the morning to the night. Give us the shows.
So starting off with my guy Mel Measy.
Hey, midnight to 3 a.m.
Yes,
midnight
Sirski.
snack. If you yes, Sirski. Shout out to everybody that says yes, Sirski. I'm the youngest guy in the staff,
You know,
and I'm the only one that says
it was crazy because I was watching somebody on TV and they was saying it too. And I was like, okay.
All right, he's on to something.
I was like, I know where you got it.
Catch like fetch. Mine is all in the air check section.
Hey.
Like, could you just be mailman? I don't need Mel Mizo. I don't need anybody else.
But we got
Mizo,
mailman.
young child.
We got mailman from 12 to 3.
Midnight snack.
And then, we do, general music from 3 to 6.
Yep.
And then from 6 to 10, we got DJ Different, a.k.a. Mr. I'm on the List.
Wake up
We
show.
got the 8 o'clock mix block, so make sure y'all check him out. Then America Jones come in the building from 10 to 3. She has desk aerobics at noon. She's trying to help you work out, try to get you ready for the summertime.
With your chest.
On Thursdays, she's got therapy Thursdays. She's gonna help you try to get through some of your problems. If you're going through something, you need somebody to talk to. You can hit her up, and she got your back. We are starting something new too in between our shows. It's called Rep Your City.
Rep Your City.
And you want to see who's all listening to the station. Where you at? Rep your town, your city, and let everybody know that you rocking with the drop. And then after that, it's my show from 3 to 7. I got the kickback. In the 4 o'clock hour, I do a 420 joint of the day.
It's dope.
Which is, I might play a hometown hero, or I might play a new record, or it might just be a old school vibe. It just depends. And a lot of times I let the people choose. And they hit me up and they let me know what they want to hear on the 420 on their way home. And in the 5 o'clock hour, like we talked about, I'm gonna have somebody dope coming up in the building. That traffic jam is big, man. It's gonna be a big thing. And I got somebody dope coming in tomorrow too. Make sure y'all listen to me.
Motivational Monday.
And then after me,
wait, you're not gonna tell us?
I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you.
Tell
I like it like that. I like it like that.
I thought you rocked the D.O.S, but it's okay. What happens after your show?
After my show, I come back. No,
I'm on twice.
I do what I want.
That's true.
I got my girl DJ Bella Scratch. You know what I'm saying? The powerful movement, and she's always gonna get you right with this getting money or showing you how to structure your life or
entrepreneurship.
She get into a bag.
She's gonna show you how to start a business, all this good stuff, and that's a good way. That's a good reason to listen to her. And then from like Tuesday through Thursday, she do a dope segment in the 8 o'clock hour. My favorite too. It's growing. It's growing to be something big, and it's called Back to the Future. And you want to explain Back to the Future to the people?
Yeah. So Back to the Future is basically I take a song that has samples in it. I go find the samples for you guys. Usually it's old school music, but the music comes from all different genres. You guys, I'm talking about Bollywood music, Chinese, Japanese, K-pop music, old school samples. We hear with a lot of the music today with all the 90s samples, it's the wave. So I take the new song, I mix it with the old song, and then there you go. Back to the Future.
Nice. And that's the drop. Monday through Friday.
That's Monday through Friday, and then we got weekend shows, of course. So you got we do gospel. We do hip hop gospel on Sundays with Kyle Speller, PK, who is the voice of the Denver Nuggets.
You be killing that.
We have Miss Black Colorado, and she does the shop, which is Emma Dixon. Okay, you want to shout out your lady?
Shout out to her. She can go listen to her on Sundays.
Which is really cool because we get a chance to kind of deconstruct how people are thinking and be able to invite people into the show. We got kids on the radio too. We got DMLK. With MLK, with Montbello, the voices of Montbello.
Shout out to the Bell.
No Justice, No Peace. Those are podcasts put together by young people.
From 8 to 9 in the morning.
Them girls be talking that talk.
And they gonna teach y'all something. They gonna, teach y'all something y'all probably never know. So it's something dope to listen to. Even the kids.
Yep. And then we got a countdown show and then local love. And so we got a little bit of everything for everybody. And the station just moves. We just try to keep everything moving and try to give you as much music as we can.
And volleyball.
That's a blessing. I also like your soulful thing you do at night sometimes when you playing that smooth shit.
Smell so fresh.
But
check it out.
I don't
Every
get this
Sunday.
no, I'm just
You heard that it was on.
Anyway, yeah, I heard that y'all was doing that.
Nobody was
People
talking
be
about
talking about it. They be talking about it.
Anyway, so what has been the hardest thing for y'all since, you know what I'm saying, since y'all, I guess this is a question for Nikki. What's been the hardest thing since y'all, you know what I'm saying, popped up on the map and put y'all foot on everybody's necks? What's been the hardest?
Ego.
That's right. It's really, you know, if a person doesn't receive what they expect when they want it, that the ego comes into place.
Yeah.
But not knowing exactly how everything is structured. Sometimes you might throw something in our lap and say this is a good opportunity for the station, but you don't know that there's other things at work or at play. Quiet as it's kept, you know, we're all working on our big shows for the summer. Like we're already in that space. So when somebody brings a resource to us, it may not be that we're not paying attention to the resource. It just may be that we're already having a conversation with someone and you're not privy to that. And you don't have that information. And so sometimes things may seem like we're not paying attention or we're not dialed in or we didn't answer you. I also think that allowing us the space to make a mistake, to be able to say like, you know what, we fumbled that, or this didn't happen the way that we expected it, or we expected this from y'all, and we didn't do a good job explaining it to you. And so we just need flexibility, and I think we're a really small staff. What you see here with a couple extra people, we are the ones running this radio station, and I wear multiple hats. So I'm not only on the air as America Jones, but I'm also the program director of the radio station and the general manager. So I don't just only come on and say, okay, I'm going to turn on the mic and I'm going to have a conversation. I have the job of leading the station in the sense of saying, okay, this needs to be here in perpetuity. Yeah. My job is to pass it to the next program director and say, I left you a project that you can work with and put your stamp on. But it only works if the community leans in and is understanding. We have a lot to do and a lot of things that we still want to accomplish. And it only happens if we all get behind it. This is our opportunity.
Absolutely. So what's the biggest goal for 2021 with the job?
Yeah.
Let the team say. Y'all say.
Man, growth. We want everybody in the community to be exposed to what it is that we're bringing to the table. And like Nikki said, we want you guys to lean in. We want you to be as excited about everything as we are. You know, we want to manage some of these hats and some of these things that are on our plates. Because like Nikki says, she wears multiple hats. But in truth, every single person on her team, which is a very, very small team, we were all actually here today. This is the drop. That's it. We all wear stupid hats, all of us, multiple hats. So, you know, we can be a bit busy and it could be challenging. So what's on the board for 2021? Growth and managing these plates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping everything spinning.
And knowing that we got your back, man.
Yeah.
We're here for the community. That's
And
the
we
biggest
here.
thing.
The
Like,
culture forward.
Yep.
You know, that's not cliche when we say it.
And I also think that, you know, having that contiguous relationship with the independent artist.
Yeah.
I think that is, you know, I'm always going to push. That goes for every single show that we have. Every show that is drop oriented that we can do, that we control. That means we booked everything, we paid for the venue, we did all that. Every time we have an independent artist, they will all be paid. They were paid last year when we did this last time. We're going to continue that moving forward. Before anybody else was doing that, we're doing that because this is how you eat. This is how you make your living. And if we can't sanction you by giving you a check and respecting your craft, then we're all out and we all fugazi for it. So this is the thing. We want to make sure that we're growing this overall. And also to keep up with our BDS. The reporting status of this radio station changes the form. It changes the city and how things happen in the city. We want to give more music to our community. We want more free music opportunities to the community. And we can do that, but we have to be able to say that people are listening, tuning in, and supporting the movement.
So, are you hiring?
I would say that it's coming soon. There's going to be a lot
Send
of
those resumes.
It's going to be some really cool transition.
Send them right now.
EPKs, Instagrams.
No EPKs. That's not.
I want to see your Instagram.
We're not.
It's going to be interesting. We're leveling up in terms of how we're growing the station, but we also want to be smart about the players we bring into the table. We started with some players and it just didn't work, and that's okay. It's no harm, no foul. We love those people.
Yeah.
We love those people, and they know who they are, and we have respect for them, and we always will. this is a collaborative moment, and no one person, except for me maybe, can really just out level. Like I give Unique a lot of leeway. So that 5 o'clock, he came to me with it like, yo, you know what, this isn't looking like it should, and it's not functioning the way I need it, so I need to switch it up. I was like, all right, what's your idea? He's like, I want to do this. I don't care. Okay, go for it. Because that's what I want these people to do their best and live in their best space. Bella got 18,000 ideas every 5 seconds.
I do.
And so I picked, but I cherry picked though. I cherry picked out of the 18,000. I might pick 3. And be like, these 3 are your fire ideas.
Yeah,
and I'll get behind you.
And I try, we try to help her out.
And we support each other in all of that. Because without Unique and Bella and Mailman and Diff, I don't exist in this kind of motion. It's a very big lift, and there's a lot of responsibility behind it.
So I'm gonna go to a question from the chat. Donnie McElroy, he says, have y'all thought about hosting a seminar for all this great information? Investing in yourself as an artist is key here, and I would pay to sit and take notes for all this info.
Me and Bella did. About it.
Yeah. So there's a double shot of this. So I always had office hours from the beginning of the station. Then we shut them down because of COVID. We're gonna come back to my office hours where we meet and we have special guests in. But these guys are gonna also take it and they're gonna move forward, and you guys are gonna do a bunch of different cool stuff with that.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, we will be offering all of this information because it's a lot to put in your mind, and repetition is the key here. You need to hear this a lot of times, and you need to ask questions that are germane to your particular career. Because maybe you don't want to be a radio artist that's trying to go and tour with Live Nation and AEG and all those things. Maybe you want to be somebody who is just getting their music placed. And you are a sync licensed artist, meaning that you're creating for that vein, which is very lucrative. Or maybe you're somebody who's really focused on publishing. Okay, we can give you a little bit of all that. I have the history in it. I've done it, most of it. Like there might be 1 or 2 things that I haven't done in the business.
Very nice.
That's big.
Yeah, I love it.
So look, y'all brought a gift. Y'all brought a gift.
Well, you know, we have good home training.
Yes.
We got you something to drink.
Some libations. We do not drink. We drink water and eat avocados.
I didn't say what we was drinking.
Okay.
You and I
drinking a whole bunch of water.
Yeah. So I'm actually a little jello because it's an album in here.
Ooh, and that's one of the.
That's vinyl. It's called vinyl.
That's vinyl.
Yeah, that's that good vinyl.
And it's a deluxe
That's
copy.
that old stuff you used to DJ with.
So this classic right here.
Like I'm mad because I used to carry those around.
Oh yeah.
So my brother used to be a DJ, like a real DJ with records and vinyls and all that.
So did KTONE.
And I used to carry his crate to what's his hype man. I'm so done. Squizzy.
I'm not messing with you.
Squizzy on one tonight.
Damn, I'm taking some of this. Hold on.
You all right, put it back.
Nah.
So
I can do something with this.
We got a whole pack, right?
Am I allowed to wear something?
You get a whole pack.
Probably not.
Okay.
Right. Quickest way to get sanctioned.
Got a beanie,
hat,
T-shirts.
It's just a whole lot of swag.
Bandanas.
It's a whole lot of dope drop swag, right?
Stickers.
This is how I want to give it out, though.
Oh, they even got chapstick with your little drop mouth. No, I'm sorry, keep going.
Drop some of that on your lips.
Drop that on your lips right now. Crusty.
This how we
303-893 drop.
This how we want to give it out.
We ain't giving
If you could tell us the whole rundown of the show, or the shows, the drop
Monday through Friday.
Not necessarily Monday through Friday. Just give me the rundown of the day. Who comes on in the morning to the night?
We gonna get
They just said it.
From 12 to 12.
From 12 to 12.
And you got to guess my measurements.
No, you don't.
From 12 to
Just say
12.
extra
You
small.
get the whole pack.
Pause.
I like that. Pause.
You winning.
Put it in the chat. Give us the rundown of the shows on the drop.
I'm going to stop playing with
on the
me.
daily from midnight to midnight.
And if they don't, we keeping it.
You got the whole pack. That's on. That's for you.
That's how we do it. That's drop style.
Yeah.
You know, when we do something, we do something nice.
Drop
So, a couple more questions real quick.
That much appreciated. Shout out
Anything
everybody
for
in college.
sports, local sports like high school, youth, semi-pro.
You know, that's really interesting because there are two shows that I want to have, and Nick be like, no more shows. But I still think we need
got
2.
20 of them.
We still need 2. I'm looking for a comedy show that's good. We tried it didn't work, and we'll try it again because I'm gonna get it right. And then I think we're gonna do something around sports, but I don't know what that looks like just yet. And that might be something that we look at in 2022 or 2023. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to figure that out because we really want to focus on the products that we have now, so we brand them well so that people understand where we are and who we are to the best of our ability.
Okay, absolutely.
You know?
The drop.
And I need you to sanction us real quick with some good prayers and energy because in about 17 days, well, a little bit more than that, probably more like 22 days. 22 days, we should hear whether or not we have won any of the Colorado Broadcaster Association awards.
Y'all gonna win all them motherfuckers.
You know,
that was before we was on the signal.
It was before we was on the signal, so we don't know.
A lot of people don't know. We almost been here for 2 years.
Yeah, so we
shout
don't
out
know.
to the day ones that been locked in.
Yes, charter members.
You know
Well, if y'all didn't, for sure next year.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Y'all gonna take all them things home.
It is, and it's just one of those things that really is validation for the hard work that this team puts in. I don't care if I'll get anything or not. It's these guys. Everything that I do is about these guys and the community.
Well, if it means anything to you guys, we see it and we hear y'all, and y'all got y'all's foot on everybody's necks, and I think everybody that is a part of the culture is riding around y'all all day.
Yeah.
And y'all putting y'all stamp on the city, and it sounds good and it sounds great and it's fresh and it's new.
Definitely.
And
Thank you, Squizzy.
It's amazing. You feel what I'm saying? And I can't lie about that, regardless of whatever. Y'all doing what the fuck y'all supposed to do. Second, I want to say that Bella brought up an interesting point about touchdowns earlier. Right?
Oh, Lord.
So, you know how... So, Bella, I know you might not understand this, but like Steph Curry, but like Tom Brady also, or like other champions, LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You know, Beyonce is a champion.
Yes,
Serena Williams.
Yes.
Michelle Obama. You get it, right?
Yes.
Like there's champions that, you know, they don't always win. Tiger Woods.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? They don't always win, but that does not take away from their champion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if LeBron James doesn't win a championship this year in basketball, he's still a champion. He's still the greatest. He just bought the Red Sox.
Right?
You feel what I'm saying?
That was a championship move right there. Yes.
Shout out to LeBron, one of the owners of the Red Sox. He's still a champion, but he might not win the NBA championship. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on the DOS, I am a champion.
Yeah.
But I've been losing lately. You feel me, Bella?
Oh.
I've been losing lately. You feel what I'm saying? I'm having a bad season. I ain't gonna
L's.
lie. I've been having a bad season. It happens, right? You know, we had some injuries. We had some questionable calls. But I'm still a champion because I've won 2 years in a row. I was back to back.
Yes.
So there's still time to turn the season around. Does that make sense to you, Bella?
Absolutely.
Okay. So on DOS, we like to do this thing where we decide who wears the best shoes to the DOS. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
And KTONE, he been on the run. You know what I'm saying?
this
He's scoring, Bella, he's scoring touchdown after touchdown. After touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
7 weeks.
Seven in a row. Boom, 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 boom. He's killing it.
Yes.
He killing it.
Oh, yes.
But you know how the Nuggets always be just doing good, and by the end of the regular season,
Hey, there will be no Nugget slander.
Oh,
you know how the Raiders might beat us in the regular season.
Say the Raiders or something.
You know
Say
what I'm
the
saying?
Raiders.
You know how that type of thing happens, brother, right? You still with me, right?
I got you. I'm with
So
you.
that's kind of what's been going on. 7 weeks in a row. Boom, boom, boom. But like
Okay.
Rosa Parks, we do not give up because one person can change the world.
Hey.
So I switched it up this week.
I was gonna say,
I went
sit
for
down.
I went for comfort, Bella. I went for comfort.
Okay.
So if you see the inside, I got
My
the,
boy got the boneless Timbs.
So no, these are the Uggs. These are the Uggs.
That was his Uggs.
These are the Uggs with the
With the
Boots
fur.
with the fur.
No, this ain't just any
With
fur.
the fur.
This is lamb.
That's sheep.
This is lamb.
I love lamb.
This is
That's
lamb
sheep.
on the inside.
That's when. That's the
I'm sorry,
feel me,
I'm
Bella?
like-
got them off 16th
You
Street.
got
I
on some
brought my
apple bottom jeans too?
Right off the rip. Hey man, you know how we doing it?
He definitely got on apple bottoms.
That's gonna ruin my whole ass speech I thought of all day to come here and say.
You got that apple bottom jeans, boots with the
You was talking about championships, right? 43. 43.
That's an L, my boy. That's an L.
There you go. Say no more.
Water it on. No, I'm just playing.
I like the boots. I go for comfort.
You would like them.
Yeah.
You should like them.
You should like them.
You should like them.
You definitely should.
And you should
You
like
know what I'm saying? I buy my girl a pair every year.
Hold on, man. Intro line, man. Just intro line.
Squizzy, here you go. Squizzy, here you go.
I went by default.
Go ahead.
What are these?
Because you know
These are Adidas.
If you take the picture, they glow on you.
Put them. Oh, they glow.
Yes, you take the picture, they glow on you. You got your picture in your camera?
I do. I think.
So she say she got the glow in the dark.
She bodied them though. They
nobody told me
One
about
side,
the shoes.
one side.
Zoom in,
One side got the. I gotta put the flash on.
Holy cow!
Put the flash on when you
God,
shoot it.
my
Put
God,
the flash on and
bro.
then shoot it.
Y'all shit's honestly,
Bro.
bro. I'm gonna say this. Y'all left y'all the host.
Hey, Squizzy got them ones the Ludacris was talking to in that
I don't know how to
video.
turn the flash on. I don't know how to do this.
Just pointing to the
But these are the glow in the dark Adidas. One side is Reptile, the other side is
Reptile.
Reptile again. I like them. KTONE got the all gold Air Max 95s on. Anybody else want to join?
Man, I hear. I got on Adidas too.
These are just some Adidas. Put them up here. Put them up here. Them is comfortable. Them is comfortable.
I like them though. I'm not gonna. I like that.
Listen,
Them is them boneless
I
Timbs, my dog.
like them.
Yeah,
I can't.
Should I know? I'm a sneakerhead too, like y'all.
You should get you
But
some of them.
You should because of you're a woman.
Yes.
First of all,
you're not making that no better.
Uggs is for everybody. It's about the comfort. That was good.
That nigga said not his
I was not ready for that. So,
That
if
boy
you're
Squizzy Taylor getting low in them joints, ain't he?
Listen, because my style is on another level, I cannot compromise myself. Okay?
You know what I'm gonna
come
do?
down to y'all's level.
I'm gonna chalk it up to I'm gonna call that a Kappa boot. So that's a
gonna let you
Kappa
They
boot.
don't know what that is. They don't know.
No, but I do, and I understand it. For those who don't know.
My boy.
Anyway, if you're in the comments,
do I need to throw a little mid up in there?
Comments is crazy right now.
if y'all are in the comments, please place your vote for who you think has the best shoe today on the DOS. Bella, if you can't vote for yourself, who do you think were the best shoes to the DOS this evening?
But I like them both for different reasons.
It doesn't matter.
Just pick
I
one.
can't pick one.
You have
You got to.
You got
Well,
to.
then I gotta do the boots with the furs.
With the fur.
First of all, they're not going to be called the boots of the fur. Okay?
He got those sweaty feet.
But I really like those gold ones. And K-Tone came in here with a matching jacket too. Those are fierce. I do like the Air Maxes. He got the matching jacket. He got the gold on the hat, the gold on the shirt, the gold on the jewelry.
But you
Like,
already
it's a
picked
touchdown.
mine, so
So none of the extra.
I won.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is that what you
right?
say?
Unique. If you could not pick yourself, who do you think were the best shoes?
with the 95 eyes.
Come on,
brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go with the 95, man. He can't fit it up all the way from the head to the toe.
That's
you know what I'm
not
saying?
the
Now, if you'd have
discussion
had
right
fur
now.
from the head to the
But
toe,
okay.
you might have won.
Yeah,
Okay.
You would have had the apple bottoms. If you would have got the apple bottoms on, brother.
I think those are. It might be.
Hey, you can bring it back, baby. Bring it
Keep
back.
going. Keep going. I love it. I love it.
Apple bottom boys.
I love it.
Apple boys.
Nikki.
ABD.
Nikki. If you could not pick it, can y'all focus?
That's the apple bottom boy.
I'm focused.
Yo. Good. Y'all think that's good. Y'all think y'all winning right now. I love it.
Man.
Nikki, if you could not pick yourself, who would you pick? Who were the best shoes to the DOS this evening?
Oh, I mean, I want to say that's like I said earlier. That was brave for you to submit your shoes.
Yeah, just like that. It's brave for them to submit that music.
It is brave for you to submit your
Brave
shoes.
spot.
So
Sorry for you to
a
win.
part of it. But only a Nuke could do that, though. That's all I gotta say. But anyhow,
Only
so
Newton?
is it
Like Cam Newton?
No, you don't know nothing about that,
said
honey.
Cam Newton. They said Cam Newton in the comments.
But I don't know. I kind of feel Tony because that's like gold medal winning right there, and they remind me of my brother.
Okay.
So he has spikes that were off the chain that were like that, and so.
That is crazy.
So the last vote don't even matter.
So, Mailman,
I'm gonna shake things up. You know, honestly,
Not really.
I thought. I mean, the Maxes is fire.
Yeah.
No cap, them is fire.
Yeah.
But Nikki, fam, these shell toes, fam, with this glitter. And when the lights,
there ain't no glitter.
I'm talking about the way the reflector, the way the light hits her shoes.
And with the flash,
bro,
she was just dope.
She bodied them. I'm just saying.
Good color.
I'm rocking with Nikki. I'm rocking with Nikki.
Okay.
I gotta give a big shout out to my baby brother.
Talk to him.
My brother did this.
Nice.
He's a clothing designer. These jerseys are designed by him.
Oh shit.
So our gear, everything that you see is designed by Phonetics Urban Athletic Wear.
Hand stitched.
And so another part of what we do as our business is to put it back into Colorado.
Fact.
Make sure that we're investing back into our people and that money stays here and doesn't go somewhere else.
Definitely.
No, that's a blessing.
That's dope. Shout out to him for sure.
Say the name again.
Phonetics Urban Athletic Wear.
Nice.
So he does everything. He can make anything you could dream up. He can make.
Very nice.
So if you're gonna put them back on, I'm gonna put them back on. Them is fly though.
There you have it. Another week of SQUIZZY Taylor with these.
Somebody asked if there's some leggings that go with.
Oh,
he got them on.
That's what they said. Eh?
Oh,
I guarantee.
Brave.
Listen, when you was over the age of 40,
if there was some leggings,
it's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? It's just a disconnect, and I understand. I get it.
Yeah, Jermaine said your boots are the most comfortable, Squizzy, and that's why I picked yours. Like, I got on some.
Bella,
I think these
different.
are Air Max,
Bella.
Nike Air Max.
Bella, you've been the only one keeping it real all episode.
That's because them is paternity boots. That's why they not. This guy's a joke. That's a joke.
One love. I'm not gonna do this with them. One love to our sponsors. Shout out to GBL headquarters, now located in the 5 Points. Please visit them for all your needs on studio time, photo shoots, tattoos, merchandise, everything you need. GBL headquarters. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Go Boys 5535 West Colfax for your CBD, your hemp, your clothes, the Gold Studio, and everything you need from them. Shout out to our network for making this possible, making sure that I look better than all these other motherfuckers that's in here. Please support their other shows and everything they have going on, and giving us a voice to do what we do. Shout out to the Drop 104.7.
Big.
Everything. Please support them. Make that one of your favorites in your car. Make sure you
preset it.
Make sure you do everything and support everything they have going on, and also give a donation. If you riding with them, you rocking with them, donate to the cause because they are powered by the people.
At the Drop 303, at the Drop 303, all things social.
At the Drop 303, all things social. Follow them, like it, support it, recognize it, do what you do. Shout out to DJ KTONE. Give him a motherfucking statue because he deserves it. What do you have going on, my brother? Anything you want to add?
Nah, man, just keep supporting Digital Online Showcase. 20 and 20 tomorrow with my brother Chad Nash. 20 and 20. Support the 20 and 20s, man. I got some dope people coming up.
Yeah.
Dope interviews. Southwest Alliance call on Tuesdays. And
get your music in. Get your music in.
Get your music in.
Get your music into the Drop. That's what I want y'all to do.
Yeah.
They're Colorado artists, even if not Colorado artists, man. Just get your music in. Independent artists.
Yeah.
Get your music in properly, man.
Get that metadata right.
And shout out to the Boot Barn.
And please download the app real quick.
that.
If you live in a part of the city, like I live in Aurora, sometimes our signal's a smidgen fuzzy. We're on a transmitter, not a stick. So download the app, and then you won't have no fuzz. The Drop 303. Download
take us
the
wherever
app.
you go.
Yeah, take us everywhere.
And we're gonna put some Easter eggs in the app actually, and talk about what we got. We got some big. Last time we told y'all we had a surprise. It was 104.7, right? So it was worthy of that. We got some other big surprises coming up very, very, very soon.
Man,
Very dope. Very dope. Very dope. I want to give a shout out to the Sugars, the Jamaican spot. If you don't know what Sugars is, please rock with Sugars. He's selling it out the back of his house. It's the best Jamaican food in the state of Colorado. It's fire. Shout out to Trev Rich. Please unlock this album. We ready when y'all are ready. Unlock this album. Out
Send it to
the
us now.
dark, out the dark, out the dark, out the dark. It's gonna be the best music you've ever heard in your life. I swear on that. I stand by that, and I die on that hill. Shout out what? Okay, shout out to Miracle Bodies. Please support them. They're doing what they're doing over there. Shout out to Roll Up Dispensary. If you're buying weed, why are you not buying it from a black-owned dispensary? Roll Up Dispensary. Support them. Go buy your weed from them. It's fire. It's just as good as everybody else. Why not buy it from a black dispensary? That's what I think you should do. Who else I want to shout out?
Big shout out to Makia Shantae and TLC. That's Total Life Changes.
Yes.
If you want to get some, you can get your Total Life Changes, man. Your weight gain or your weight loss, whatever you want to do. Then you can go to Miracle Bodies and get it all the way right. You feel me?
You feel me? Yeah. But like that, we thank y'all. We appreciate.
Last shout out. It is tax season.
Oh,
it is tax season. Big shout out to Jackson Elite Tax and Consultant, man, which is another black-owned company. You can get your taxes done. You can get your bookkeeping right. You can have your accountant, all your accountant stuff right, man. Holla at Jackson Elite Tax and Consultant.
Yeah,
for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. And get your taxes right.
Yeah.
I've learned over the years, you can have all the money you want to have. If your credit's fucked up, it don't mean nothing. If you owe somebody some money, it don't mean nothing. You can have all the money, but that ain't gonna give you no leverage. Go get your shit together. You dig? And the city opening back up. The city opening back up. We coming.
We outside.
That's what I say about that. But like that, we thank y'all for tuning in.
Let's go to Bill.
You want to do that right now?
We're gonna go to Bill.
Fuck that. We about to drop that brand new Trev Rich. You dig? Out the Dark is ready when y'all ready. Unlock this album. But y'all unlocked one thing, and that is the brand new record and video from my brother, the Colorado logo, the legend himself, Trev Rich. This record is called Built. And we out of here. We gonna leave y'all with this live on the DOS. Shout out to the Drop. Shout out to DJ KTONE. And I'm SQUIZZY TAYLOR. And we love you. And we cherish you. And make sure you celebrate life and tell somebody that you love them tonight. And make sure you smile when I see you. Yeah, it is. Trev Rich. Built.
You feel me?
I had y'all loaded before I could even drink for real. Never banged, but still had beef just cause I was from the hills. A teen identity crisis, pray y'all never know how that feel. Never claimed I was from no set, but acting soft would've got me killed. I ain't had no backup. Y'all see a nigga fall, y'all laughed and clapped when a nigga get back up. Niggas, hey, who up? You trip one time and them niggas gon' crack up. Just like these crackers. Y'all picking and choosing who black enough for Black Lives Matter. Real niggas ain't never gon' fall. Rich niggas hate broke niggas, cause rich niggas was broke niggas. And hated themselves, that shit no joke, in the mirror don't lie. Even if you tried. All them dried up tears and puffed up eyes and fucked up nights. You keep your faith, you manifest, you sacrifice. I ain't got no dues and bills was due and I paid that price. I don't give advice, I just do me and I preach my life. And I miss so much now, all my makes just feel so right. But how many stitches mend a broken heart? All these open wounds turned into scars. They had me fucked up when they dealt my cards. But I played it like I played my part. And life is hard, but I'm built. Nigga, I'm built for this. Life is hard, but I'm built. Nigga, I'm built for this. Nigga, I'm a black. I'm Del Curry. Pray my son is better in every way. This greater life, improve his mind with every A. Can't take no breaks, I know he watch me every day. He just like me, every motion to every face. I put my heart in the freezer for this Velveeta. Smother my blues with all this gold, now I'm Vegeta. Give a fuck about your money, it can't make me a diva. I turn a whole bitch into a Gina, I need to speak to. Depression, tequila, depression. Now I'm treating all these women like they antidepressants. But I knew one would come along who was gonna teach me a lesson. Now we both sitting here with one question. How many stitches mend a broken heart? All these open wounds turned into scars. They had me fucked up when they dealt my cards. but I played it like I played my part. And life is hard, but I'm built. Nigga, I'm built for this. Life is hard, but I'm built. Nigga, I'm built for this. Nigga, I'm a black